Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard, to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call.
And now we're live.
Hell yeah.
Hi.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 14 of season 2 of WovenRealm, voted most viewed by our viewers. And that's what we're sticking to. So, welcome. Thank you for joining us. The best actual play stream in history. So, last session, I hate doing the recaps because there's so much. Everyone had a bunch of meaningful RP. Go watch that, please, if you haven't. And then we went to a ball of a Watcher affiliate that Soren had recently dated. Well, not recently, but in the past dated.
Yeah, we talked about that in the Discord.
Yeah, that's been discussed. If you need to catch
Not
up,
too recent.
No, just go over there and catch it on up if you need
exactly
to.
how recent.
We'll get into it. Maybe you should ask it. And so there was a lot going on at the ball. The Queen of Maywood was there. Soren danced with her, kind of weird. What else happened?
Not
Oleander.
I think we just had a soap opera episode.
Yeah.
Really, it's just go watch it. It's hard to describe. Things happened, and we have a wiki now. Thanks, Papa Yaga Creative, for helping us get that.
Yes, thank you.
So it's still getting filled in, but a lot of the basic stuff is there. So you can read up on the characters, read up on the caravan themselves, and catch up on what's been happening so far if you're just joining us or if you really like the lore. There's a few rabbit holes starting to develop on there, so enjoy.
There's a link in chat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then you can just use the command.
Yes. So we will pick up as we're leaving. The Contessa showed you some underground tunnels to get out of there, and her little kid, Oleander's new sibling, led them out.
How little was that kid?
Out. He's little.
How little?
How old?
How little?
He's 4.
Okay, all right.
Okay, half your age plus 7.
To carry the 4. Yeah, Soren was 20, so if that alleviates.
Yes, I'm like, please just assure me that he was a consenting adult and not a groomed teenager.
Yes, nothing weird nothing evil like that has happened. He is a consenting adult.
Okay, that is all I was worried about.
We get pretty evil on WovenRealm here, but not that evil. So, so that's kind of what we got, and we are running out of the tunnels. And if you are just following Soren, he seems to be leading you somewhere. Eventually, in the distance at the manor, you do hear a few horses neighing in the background and whinnying a little bit, and some hooves. Luckily, they seem to be going in the opposite direction of you. So either Lord Egon kind of tipped him off. Maybe the Contessa threw him off the trail, but they seem to be headed in a different direction than where the party is currently going. So, that's not the weird part. Come on. Look, it was an oversight. Just kidding. And so, yeah, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm way out of it. Y'all keep running for hours, it feels like, until Soren finally slows down and looks back at everyone. You're right next to the mountain range and the river where they kind of meet, and that little narrow area on the map. Soren walks up to this door in the side of the mountain, and he just takes his glove off where the Watcher tattoo is on his palm and just presses it against the mountainside for a second before the door opens. The door opens up, and inside you see a beautiful greenhouse, and there's a part of the mountain above you that's hollowed out to basically see the sun and the moon and everything. So you see the moonlight sadly kind of dripping in into the greenhouse here. You also see a friendly face. Berwyn's just kind of chilling in the greenhouse. Somebody has sent her through the portal to be with you all after she is now learned. And so you find yourself all in this place, and you can take it away for a little while if you would like.
I think Oleander's just gonna kind of try to beeline somewhere to like go sit down kind of alone for a little bit. Like she's not even gonna say hi to like Veerwin or anything, just sort of like go past her. And we don't look great right now, Veerwin.
Soren will
Like,
just kind of like mumble out like, "There's a bedroom downstairs if anyone wants it."
I think Oleander will just head down that way. She's the only one who doesn't sleep, but she's gonna go take the bedroom right now.
Oh yeah.
Fair
That's
enough.
fair.
Soren pipes to get up again. He's like, "I'm gonna go keep lookout for a while, but we should be safe here. It's a watcher safe house. Should be fine for the night. Hi, Verwin, or whatever the fuck your name is," and he just walks outside.
You all right, Verwin?
You're muted.
Muted. The OP mute.
Lies.
Okay.
Look, it's been a while. It's been like 6,000 years. Veerwin's just gonna turn around, look at the asshole who just said whatever the fuck your name is, be like, I learned something new today. And then I'm gonna go follow after Oleander.
No.
Amazing.
I like her. I'll just like say that when I pass by Fenris. I like her. She seems
Yeah, she's feisty like that. Don't get her all catty.
what?
We're gonna get so much mileage out of that joke. Holy
Yes.
shit.
So
Fenris.
you can all kind of
Okay.
like settle into this like area a bit. It seems pretty safe after you all kind of check it out. It's literally just a greenhouse. There's a lot of beautiful plants here. And yeah, so if we want to, any scenes that want to happen now would be a good time.
I don't know who wants to go first.
Well, I mean, Verwin did run after Oleander, so I mean,
Yeah, if Verwin and Oleander are in the same room, we can do the scene that the three of us were planning to have. Yes, Azara will. I almost said cat. Azara will trail after them.
Okay, Oleander, as you reach the door to the bedroom down below, the lock just kind of like falls off as you approach, and you swing it open, and it is like purple velvet everywhere, and there's just this balcony bed, and you hear as Soren like shuts the door from upstairs. He said, "There's a bottle of liquor in the bottom right cabinet." And players know that you've used several of these as the wrong turns. Several safe houses that are all kind of identical like layouts. And he just hears the door
God.
shut.
light
as
up
Soren
light
leaves.
up the herb and just be like, I'm good, thanks. And I'm sure
So the
a lot
three
of
of you
that's
find
been lit
yourself
up in
there.
these as well. Thanks, King Jax.
Amazing. I think Oleander's gonna be just sort of like sitting on the bed, absolutely already like cracking into like that bottle. But she's got the scroll from Egon, like, is just sort of sitting in her lap, and then like next to her is the file that Soren gave her, and she's just kind of staring at him. I think by the time Azara and Veerwin get down, hold on, like choking on nothing.
I'm going to look at Azara when she gets here and just be like, I'm in a little bit over my head, but I feel bad for Fair, and I feel like I don't know what's going on. I feel like I've been gone, or like my brain just, it's not all there, and knock on the door.
If it helps, everyone, I don't think I have been 100% sure exactly what's going on since Badger Creek.
Oh, that was a while ago for you, was it not?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, we'll muddle through, I suppose. And as soon as my dog starts being obedient and not going through bags, I'm going to lightly, like, push on the door and, like, poke my head through. Oleander?
Yeah, hello, Virvin. Sorry about that. Come in. Good to see you.
Azara is here too. Can she come in as well?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll go in. We'll close the door behind both of us.
Yep. And I will walk closer, and I don't know what my dog is getting into, but I know it's something he should not. Trinket! God damn it.
Not now, Ida.
So I'll just walk forward and be like, are you okay? I mean, I know a lot has been going on, but this just seems like, I don't know, what is it? The grass that broke the horse's back?
Straw that broke the camel's back, I think.
Yes, thank you.
I'm so excited to have another person on the party that doesn't understand idioms.
Gonna have to have some colloquial metaphor lessons. It's fine. Just add that to the agenda. Oleander sort of goes to like wipe her face, which is still streaked with just those creepy kind of weird ichor tears that are like just now smeared everywhere. She goes, yeah, that's a good way to put it. No, things are pretty far from okay right now.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I don't know. Thank you, but I don't think so.
Well, then we can be here for you at least. And I'm actually going to look around for, like, if this is a bedroom, surely there's like a bowl where people wash their face or something full of water. And so I'm just gonna pull out a handkerchief that I just so happen to have, because of course I do, and I'm gonna dip it in the water, and then I'll come back to Oleander and put it close to their face and say, may I?
Give it a try, but I don't know if it will help.
The worst it can do is just smear it around a little bit more, and we can make a fashion statement of that. And then I will just excuse you. I will just gently but firmly, like an older sibling, just kind of like, maybe not like an older sibling, I don't know, gently but firmly get rid of that ichor.
Aw.
Oleander's too cute.
I'm gonna say that, like, you're able to get it kind of off her face, but I will tell you it's not gonna come out of that handkerchief. We've established that it wasn't able to be prestidigitations out of poor Fenris's coat already.
Oh gosh. Well, that's okay. It's not really hers. It's not like it's 6,000 years old. Someone gave it to her. So
definitely not a priceless antique now.
No.
Thank you. You don't. It's very kind. I'm sorry that we left you, kind of. Back in the iris.
That is okay. I needed some time to adjust, and I think it was good for me. But I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. for any of you. And I'll look back at Azara. This has just been a lot.
Yeah, honestly, I can't imagine. The world has changed a lot in 6,000 years.
It's not really even my world. So much has changed. Language, society, culture. It's like I'm on a different planet.
Yeah, listen, I know that with everything that just happened, this maybe isn't the best time, but I've been meaning to bring it up, and everything just keeps happening, and I haven't been able to find the time, and now might be the only shot we get for a while, so I think we need to talk about what your plan is, Erwin.
My plan? Oh, well, now that I've found you, I know that you're the key, and I know... I'm not quite sure. There must be something that I'll have to think about it, because I know my father gave me instructions, but everything was just such a blur, But ideally, what I want to do is... I want to figure out how you're the key and how we can work on that. Honestly, and this is ridiculous, I just wish my dad were here. Like...
Well... he might be.
Not even elves live 6,000 years, Azara.
I'm assuming you are familiar with Bale Norn Lich.
Am I? Is that it?
Yeah,
You're
you
muted,
would
Alex.
be. Yeah, you would
Okay.
be, because a Baelnorn Lich is a special type of Lich that is unique to the Elven people, and it's when their soul gets... The Elven gods basically keep someone's soul bound to the mortal plane to uphold some sort of purpose. And that means your daddy's soul has been bound to this plane as a Lich for some sort of purpose from the gods.
Okay. Alright, cool. Well, that wasn't what I expected, but I suppose it makes sense. Father was, I don't know, a great man in my time, so it only seems right that he'd be kept. I guess that's why he sent me.
Quick question: Has Verwin noticed that Azara has her cloak that she got from Laurel?
Probably not. Unless she knew, like, specifically what it was, probably not.
I mean, it has a big old symbol on the back.
Yeah, it has your family sigil
then
on the
yes,
back.
she would have.
Yeah, we didn't get to that yet.
Yeah.
All the time, she just always has it with her in case it's useful.
Okay, then yes, I would have noticed it.
Yeah, it on the back is the golden ornamentation that looks like a hand held straight, the palm facing toward you.
Okay. Oh. And I'm sorry. It's just been a lot, but that's my family symbol on your cloak. How did you get that?
Well, your father gave it to me last time we were at the Severed Hand.
Well,
As far as I know, he's still there. And I am willing to accompany you back to the Severed Hand. However, there's sort of a lot on the agenda at the moment, because Oleander, I know your father still wants to meet with you again, and I believe Constance wanted to visit Eternal Trust while we're in the area. And there was that strange armored figure that was it Ishugar fought? And we still haven't quite figured out what's going on with the Grimstone. And the Heart of Dreams, or the Heart of Life.
I realize that is a lot. I mean, obviously, Father was kept for 6,000 years for a purpose. I doubt an extra few days or even weeks would change much. But if he gave you that cloak, the Father I know would not recklessly or on a whim give away something that symbolizes our family, that is very important to us. It's our lineage, it's our heritage, it's who we are. So he gave it to you for a purpose, I'm sure, and I'm sure it will help. Maybe it was for me to recognize you and to trust you.
Perhaps.
I don't know, but I don't mind waiting.
Has anyone told you what happened to the Seven Hand after you left, or what became of Alfenheim?
No, I've started to read some books, but again, things just keep happening and drawing my attention away. I really only get to the history I know, which was the founding of it, but no,
What's the last thing you remember?
Screaming. Lots of screaming, and my father rushing me into the chamber. And people were breaking into the door as I was sent out. I'm not sure what happened past that. I figured it was our guards.
I don't think it was. When the last time we went to the Severed Hand, it had been abandoned for just about 6,000 years, and it was largely destroyed, ransacked by Kovithian forces. Everyone inside was killed.
That can't be right. There's no way.
Hickardi forces, excuse me. Everyone, I'm so sorry to tell you this, but the Alfenheim Empire fell. It was dissolved forcefully.
I mean, I understand that history changes things, but surely it wouldn't have happened literally on the day that my father sent me. Surely not. I mean,
Have you considered that maybe why he sent you on that day?
I figured he sent me because my brothers weren't available, and they were busy protecting the Empire. I figured that it was just something for me to do until I was sent off to be married. I don't know. That's all I've ever known.
Ida can tell you're very upset.
My dogs are...
Ida's normally much better trained than this. I am so sorry. This is awkward.
It's okay. Yes, she's there.
She smells the vultures in the space, so I mean, you know.
It's all right. It's understandable. It's just more stuff going on. But it's like a little gremlin. I don't know what's going on. Oleander and Azara, why don't you two talk amongst yourself for a moment? I'll be right back.
Oh my god, amazing! Trinket just wants to play too.
So I guess Virwin steps out to collect herself because that was a jarring thing to hear.
That makes sense.
And Azara kind of looking very guilty, very upset by the fact that she just had to tell Fairwind that will go sit on the bed by Oleander. Really though, Oleander, you're obviously not okay. That would be a silly thing to ask considering, but do you want to talk about it?
I don't even know what to say or where I could begin. I can't believe they've been here this whole time.
Yeah, you believed he was exiled, right?
Yeah, that's what the news said, and when I found the report, it's what's almost the only thing that was left unredacted was the sentences, and said he was sent to Vodica. But if he's been here this whole time, that's 17 years. He could have seen me or reached out.
I'm so sorry, Oleander.
I just don't understand.
I wish there was something I could say or do to help, but
thank you for coming with me.
of course. I told you I'm here for you if you need me, and we will go back and see him again, okay? We will go back and you can ask your questions and get the answers you deserve.
I hope so. If the Inquisition didn't take them away now or something, I don't understand how they found us.
No, me neither. But I can't believe that they spared him 17 years ago. They'd kill him now.
No, I suppose. Soren said he wasn't hiding.
No, they said that the name change, the new identity, that's official.
Oleander's just gonna sort of grab that file and start flipping through. And she does find like a record of a name change that does have a Kovithian stamp of approval on it. And I think she just sort of holds that in her hands for a while and it's like, I don't understand.
Are there any names? Does it say who, I don't know, who notarized it, who approved it, who requested it?
I don't know, Chris, is there anything like that? Or is it just like generic?
Just his name.
Would we have any idea what kind of office this would have to go through to be approved? Is there a DMV? Like,
Kovithian Empire, if anything, is known for the ridiculous amounts of bureaucracy that
Join us
exist
in
at
season
every
3.
layer.
Yeah, we'll have to storm the DMV.
I'm still waiting on my birth certificate.
Who stamped this 17 years ago? I don't think
6,000 years later.
Somebody gave birth.
Well, if I die, just
Requisition me
leave
a
me where I
beat.
stand. There's no name or other records on here. It'd probably be impossible to figure out specifically who approved it.
If there's this much paperwork, there must be a paper trail somewhere. I don't know how to find it.
I don't even know how to begin.
No, me neither.
But I don't know.
Well, looking for more information is only relevant if your father keeps something from us. So I guess we don't have to worry about it quite yet.
I suppose. And she'll sort of look at the scroll, and just go, maybe they gave me some information in here. If you don't mind, I'm going. I would like to read this alone.
Of course. I'll go check on Verwin and make sure she's okay.
She might want this, and I'll hand the wine that I had pulled out.
I will pass it along. Good night, Oleander.
Thank you, Azara.
I will go find Verwin.
I'm literally just outside the door, kicking very large rats out of the hallway.
Were the rats there? Or where did the rats come from?
I don't know. They just appeared and started yelling at me.
Okay.
Making barking sounds. Maybe they were kobolds.
Yes, that's what they were.
Those are
rats.
Rounds the corner. She's still in this floor-length sparkly white dress. The hem is now smeared in mud, and she's holding a wine glass, a full bottle of wine.
And Verwin is still also in her fancy party dress. It has been hiked up, so she has enough leverage to get the rats away from her. And I'll stop. And is Oleander okay? And the rats have mysteriously disappeared all of a sudden.
Oh, look at that. There they go. I don't think anyone would be okay in the given circumstance, but I think Fair is doing the best she can.
That's all we can
Faye
do.
sent this with fair compliments. I say, and I'll hand over the wine bottle.
I will take the bottle. Sip. Yes, very good.
Yeah, I think the Watchers take their alcohol seriously.
Oh, well, then I will have to see if there's anything else. I was thinking I might go find a place to sit and think about what you've told me. I don't know if you have anything else to do, but you're welcome to come and drink with me.
I don't really partake in alcohol very much. You know that I'm clairvoyant, and there's always sort of background noise in my head. And alcohol makes it a lot worse.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Alcohol is a wonderful thing. Although back in my time, we really mostly drank wine simply because it was hard to drink water, it's rather amazing to see that y'all that you all can. The Texan came out for a second. I got possessed. Hang on. It's very strange, but I completely understand that. Well,
I'm more than willing to keep you company, though. If you don't want to be alone right now.
I don't. There's just a lot to think about, you know?
I understand. I don't know all that much about Alfenheim and ancient history and things, but I'll answer any questions that I can, and I can tell you at least some about our first journey to the Severed Hand, if you'd like.
I would love that. Thank you. In return, I shall recite Alfenheim poetry. It's terrible. You'll love it.
I actually quite like poetry.
Oh, then you might actually like it. Okay.
I guess we will go Bond.
Bond.
Team building
James
exercises.
Bond. Gold Bond. Okay. What's everybody else up to? What's Fenris and Constance up to?
So while they're all having their chat, Fenris is just kind of standing next to Constance. He's also, he does not like coming into contact with the Inquisition. He's had previous experiences leave him traumatized by them. So he's kind of like staring at his wrist with the coat sleeve rolled up, and then he rolls it back down and he just kind of approaches Constance, getting his quilted green patterned coat out. And he kind of just like flips it over Constance's shoulders. It's like starting to be winter, so it's like fucking cold. I figured you might be cold right now.
Oh, that was very kind of you. Thank you.
Yes, I would hate for you to catch cold from, us adventuring and you're not being properly attired for such winter adventuring.
Oh, yes, I suppose I am still wearing my summer clothes.
Well, yes, and why don't you hold on to the coat? I've got this one. He kind of like, he has the black coat with the, the gothic coat he's wearing. And I've been thinking about that order anyway. But,
About what?
I've been considering joining the Black Coats for their specialized training to help the Emerald Caravan better effectively fight your enemies, such as that Moonlit King fellow.
I know that all of those were words. However, in that particular arrangement, I don't know if I quite understood.
The Black Coats are you didn't get out much from Eternal Trust, that's right.
No.
The Black Coats are an order that hunts monsters. They are well trained for such work, and my Palmer was actually a member of their order, so and with our current adventures leading us fighting ill-fated werewolves and the Moonlit King, I figured perhaps that training could be very useful.
Oh. And you have to wear a black coat to be part of it.
Well, that is kind of part of the uniform, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
I'm forgetting Constance.
Yes.
Almost encountering the Inquisition again, reminding me that even though I want to be close to you, there might be times where I could possibly get taken away. So I want you to hold on to that coat so you can always remember. I'll have to come back for it eventually. And I will make sure to find my way back to the caravan so I can get my damned coat back.
Oh. I suppose I should take good care of it then.
It was my birth father's.
Constance looks at the coat that's already just worn to shit.
Oh, it's garbage. And there's right here on the shoulder area is just a bunch of Oleander's dried ichor tears.
It is lovely.
It's very important to me. It's the only item of my birth father's that I have.
Do you mind if I mend some of the holes?
No, please. I've been, if you so wish, I've been told that coat has seen much better days, and perhaps it would do my birth family honor if you restored it. I would. And he kind of blushes a little bit. I would very much appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. And I suppose you cannot have it back until it is mended.
Then I suppose I will always need to find my way back to the Emerald Caravan and to your side again, Connie.
Just big blush, just she puts her head down, makes all her hair fall in front of her face, and is just like, oh, nope, yep, no problem. It's all fine, this is...
And this is like when, so Verwin and Azara come back into the main room at the perfect timing, right? I suppose I should go check on Oleander. That's very bad form on my part. Why don't you, it looks like they're about to go read some some poetry. That sounds like fun.
Oh,
It's true, we are. And Gerwin, if you're all right with it, Constance, you are welcome to join us.
Of course.
Yes, maybe it is best I take a break from the latest book Oleander has lent me, and I don't know if it's possible for her to blush any deeper, but it gets deeper. She just turns beet red. Poetry sounds
Single
lovely.
eyebrow lift.
Verwin, looking at the coat Constance is wearing, that style, it's different, but it actually harkens back to old Alfenheim theatrical styles worn by their performers and whatnot. Just a fun note for you, Verwin, to think of. And then I will go and check out Oleander.
Fenris, just so you know, Farah is currently reading the scroll her father gave her, so...
I will be aware of their needs. I have something to tell Fair that I think would help their spirit right now.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know so you sort of are prepared for...
Oh, yes, I appreciate that. And kind of looks at Verwin. Everything okay with...
Very high pitched, slightly strained.
Yes, everything's fine.
Oh, Fenris, you told her about
Yeah.
what happened.
Just more things to think about. Azara telling me was very appreciated. Not to be misconstrued at all, but it's just a lot. More. It's just
Well,
more.
of course. Most understandable. I mean, at one point you're looking at the first person you've ever seen with horns on the top of their head, and now you're learning about the fall of your whole society. That must be very difficult.
It's an adjustment. Something I will have to remember. But, I mean, my father's still here. He's been kept by the gods to fulfill some great plans. So I'm sad, but I'm not devastated. At least
That's
there's
what you-
something still here. And
Fenris gives like the little light shoulder pat. Sure, Verwin. Whatever you say. Daddy's still around because he wasn't there for that.
oof.
But he's not trying to be mean. He's like, that sounds weird as shit, you know. And then he just kind of like continues
Everything about life is
awkwardly
weird as
walking
shit.
past to go check on Oleander. 6 charisma reminder.
What a charmer that Fenris.
I guess okay, Oleander, Chris, can you give us the note so I know what I'm walking into here?
I don't have the note yet.
Ooh.
I don't have a physical copy. Don't worry, I'll just read it to you. So whenever you want to open it, Oleander.
Yeah, she's gonna do that.
Okay, so first, I guess tell me what Oleander is like experiencing, like hoping is in this note.
I think she's just really hoping for some sort of explanation of how and why her father's been hanging out in Breeza for like the last almost 2 decades, and like, you know, why he never came to get her or anything, you know. She just wants some answers and information.
Okay. So as you unroll it and you take off a seal that is not the Morgenstern seal and is a different seal, you feel all these feelings and they kind of all well up, and you just hope that there's something in this note that's going to make everything okay. And as you unroll it, it just says a few simple words. And it says, by order of Lord Povin Zaran, the possessor of this note is welcome past my guards. And that's it. So your hopes just kind of well up and you feel them fall as you realize that it was literally just to get you out of the gate in case somebody gave you trouble.
Mm-hmm. I think Oleander, that's pretty much how Fenris will find her, is just still sitting there with like the open scroll in her lap staring at it. She's beyond crying anymore. Like she's just sitting there looking at it.
Numb. I gotcha.
Yeah.
So you'll hear like a very light knock on the door, and you'll recognize Fenris's voice on the other side. Oli, is it all right if I come in?
I think she doesn't even answer.
Fenris kind of taps his foot and he's just like, yeah, fuck it. Just opens the door. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you're okay. And he just kind of stays in the doorway, just in the back, like not approaching Oleander. And he just, I don't need you to respond to anything I'm saying. I just want to make sure you're okay. I came to check on you, and I've just wanted to, I know how it feels to feel unwanted by someone who should want you. I feel it every day. I am reminded that my birth mother damned my soul as a sojourner. So I know how you feel, and if you ever need anything at any time, want to talk about it, a shoulder to cry on, or just someone to keep you company, I'm here for you, Oleander.
I think she still doesn't really say anything. She's still just staring at the scroll with like her hands sort of limp in her lap.
Okay.
And Fenris, you can probably see that like she's opened the scroll and there's not much on it. So I don't know if you can read it, from wherever you are, but
So Fenris will
it's like a sentence.
he'll slowly approach and see the note, and he'll kind of just like gently sit next to Oleander on the bed, not really like touch fair, but just kind of like gently takes the scroll, rolls it back up, and just kind of puts it onto the desk in the room. I suppose after you left the Baumer house back in Weidenhaven, you never really did find out what really happened after you left. I'm embarrassed to admit that I was absolutely devastated. I cried for about a week and did not leave my room. I've wondered how could my sister want to leave me? And when I talked to Mouse about it, eventually, Palma told me that they didn't want you to go either. So I guess what I'm trying to say is well, even if you feel unwanted now, there's always someone out there who will want you, be it Palma Mouse, myself. And they even told me that one day we'd meet again. The stars told them. And I must admit, I was very happy you came back into my life a few months ago. I grow to resent Freya, and it's because you've been more of a sister to me these past few months than she has in these last 5 years. I love you, Oli, and as your brother, I don't like to see you this way.
I think you say that. Did you came into the room like fully, right? Did you come in?
Yeah,
again,
I'm
like,
sitting on the bed
down?
next to her. Yeah, because I moved the note out of your hand and whatnot.
Okay. I think you say that. She's still not crying, but I think she's just gonna sort of like really quickly kind of like turn around and like give you a really just this really tight hug like around the waist. And I think it feels very much just kind of like when you were kids and she was like sad and scared in the orphanage when she had like first left home and didn't really know what was happening.
Okay.
And I think she's gonna just sort of like start like talking like kind of at you, but like with her like face like pressed into your like coat and stuff. Like again, it's kind of like it's almost like she's regressed in like an instant from like seeing her dad tonight. And then talking about the orphanage.
You can't stain this one; it's already black.
But she gives like a sort of dry chuckle, I think, but is just sort of starts like rambling, and you hear her just be like, "Why? I don't understand. Why doesn't anyone want me? Am I that unbearable? Usador said they cared for me, but not enough to spare my life. And my own father, they preferred starting a whole new family to keeping me in theirs. And I mean, even Soren hated me enough to want me dead before even meeting me, and I brought Sylvia nothing but trouble. She all but said so no wonder that fell apart too. And back at the Baumer house, nobody liked me but you and Freya, and I don't think Freya even cared much for me herself, and Apollo, and she just trails off when she says Apollo's name, and that's when the tears start up again.
Fenris is just kind of there and just he said he's like about to say something and he's like no, just keep letting it out, and then he's like he wants to be like, well, first of all, that Soren guy, he's an asshole anyway, don't even listen to him. But no, eventually he'll just kind of he's just well, as I said, I want you. I'm not sure what drives a parent to abandon their child. I really wish I knew the answer, trust me. But I can tell you, I want you. Freya was always jealous. Soren's an asshole. Isidor's a worthless pile of garbage. What about Apollo, though?
He took the name of the man who led the investigation against us, and now he serves him in the Inquisitors.
Oh.
My own brother.
Scheiße. I'm sorry. Have you spoken to him since?
Nein, I didn't even really know until recently. I saw him back at Bright Star Abbey in Old Pashnew.
He led the charge against the Abbey, correct?
Yeah. That
Have
was
you
him.
told Azara?
She knows. She's far kinder than I think I could have been in the same situation if our positions were changed.
Well, I am so sorry. That's how the cords of fate have been woven for you.
I don't know if he knows about our father. I don't know if he was there tonight.
Perhaps a frank conversation with this Inquisitor that you mentioned would grant us some more answers.
Frank conversation. Yeah, let's just get the correspondence off to Carnifex von Zeppenstein. I'm sure he will make time out of his very busy schedule to come and meet us.
Carnifex von Zeppenstein.
Yeah.
Scheiße. This Fenris is just like, oh shit.
So
Feels like your kids again, just like being like, ah shit, fuck the Inquisitors.
fuck the Inquisition. Fuck the Inquisition.
Fuck the Inquisition coming somewhere. Fenris will, if you let him, he'll take you into like a soft hug. Look, I'm not going to try and solve all your problems. I know that what you're feeling very well could stay there your whole life. I would know. But I'm your brother. I'm here whenever that demon rears its ugly head.
Thank you, Versi. I hope you had a bit of better luck with your gift from Soren.
I cut them loose and let them run away. He offered me up
Ooh.
fronds on a platter after ambushing us in Hex.
I had been wanting to ask about that. I heard you yell something at him when we fought.
It's nothing to be concerned of. One of Celeste's many suitors coming to obtain vengeance for the horrible sin I have committed against her, or rather them. Franz is one of those types who has a sick sort of, Inquisitor fantasy, where they think they'll kill a monster and be named Demon's Bane within the week.
Well,
To think I called that man my friend.
for what it is worth, if he decides to show his face around us again, I will make sure he no longer has one.
Well, I told Soren it's not me to choose who lives and dies, but I can't control what you do, Oleander. And he just kind of gives like a bit of a sly smile.
Owner's just like, oh, I don't think it counts if I make them live again afterwards, does it?
I'm not one to, I want to know. That is Fenris, the confused sojourner whose culture is like undead bad. Agree to disagree. Well, my offer stands, and if you do need anything, not just me, this whole caravan is here for you. This caravan's made me, I have to admit, they've helped me a lot.
Me too. I'm really glad that I had all of you with me tonight.
I was happy to be there.
Perhaps we should go check and see how the others are doing. I know Vioven just kind of got some difficult news.
Oh yes, I don't think I handled that well. We should probably go meet up with them.
Yeah. I need to ask Soren something anyway.
Do you want me to, just kind of like starts unwrapping his hand, gets the sword out.
No, it is okay. Really, I just need to ask him something.
All right, well, I do hope he can redeem himself in this caravan's eyes, because I need to believe that.
I don't know if I would go that far, but I do think he actually meant well tonight.
Yes. Well, let me know if you need anything, and if you need me to beat him up for you, I'll rough him up.
I'm sure if that was an issue, you will hear the yelling.
I'll be right there if that's the case. And opens the door for you.
Oh my god, I'm catching up on the Zoom chat now. Yes, I also need Virwin Soren drunk poetry slam night. Let's go.
Just Def Jams.
Alright, so we'll come
Okay,
out and
so-
find the others.
Yeah, you find the other three upstairs in the middle of this like nice greenhouse, and it is a beautiful greenhouse. You're not sure who tends to it because it looks pretty abandoned, but somebody must be doing it. There's a lot of different beautiful flowers that some of you would recognize. Yeah, if you want names, I got them because I prepped today. No big deal, but they're around. So, Soren is still outside if you need him, but besides that, the five of you are welcome to have your party check-in if you need it.
Group therapy.
Afterwards. Because I just had a head center scene, so I can wait.
Therapy for the wrong turns was screaming off the edge of cliffs. Group therapy for the Emerald Caravan. Poetry night.
Book club!
Book club!
Book club!
Oh my god, what a
club,
party
we
of
always end up here.
nerds! I love it. Yeah, Oleander doesn't yell off of cliffs.
Kara's too dignified for that.
Absolutely.
Look, if Oleander's gonna yell off of anything, it's gonna be a palace.
I mean, fair.
Absolutely. Tasteful
Everyone's-
balcony.
Yep.
Good one.
Do we want the poems?
Yes.
Fuck
Yeah,
yes!
only
I
that we
would
do
do
want
Give
to
me
waiting.
poetry.
Did we
Okay.
put
My
Soren somewhere along the
Alfenheim
way,
culture.
please?
Yeah, we're experiencing culture from 6,000 years ago. We need to hear this.
Cool. Okay.
No pressure.
You
No,
can go
no,
get
it-
Soren, but he is not there.
Oh, well, he didn't come join the party.
Oh
That's
well.
on him.
In
Okay.
West Alfenheim, born and raised.
No,
So,
not
are we
quite.
somewhere in the safe house, or did we
We're in the greenhouse right now.
we're in the greenhouse? We're in the greenhouse. Okay. Is
Okay.
Constance having wine? I must know.
She probably takes a glass, but then just like takes a sip and is like, yuck, this grape juice went bad.
So it's
And just
Azara
not into it.
and Constance sitting next to each other like kindergarten story time style.
Fenris doesn't drink either.
With Virwin gesturing wildly with a bottle of wine, an entire bottle of wine just for her, reading
There we
us
go.
6,000-year-old poetry.
Yes, and I need you to know that the more Virwin drinks, the less polite the poems become.
Yes.
Yes!
And we've gotten to a fun one.
Oh, but at Constance, like, alcohol just doesn't really do anything to her, so she just doesn't get why everyone's drinking this gross shit.
Whereas Viren fucking loves it.
Fenris will take one sip because he just needs to try it. And he's like, oh, of course, leave it to watchers that get shit wine. Gives it back to Verwin.
Oleander will help her drink it.
Amazing. Okay. Oh, welcome. Please, come sit. And she like misses patting. I'm just getting to one of my favorite poems. So one of my favorite poems of all time. His name is Catullus, and he is incredible. And his poetry also comes in the form of absolutely dissing on everyone and writing poems about people who say mean things about him. So get ready. This is my favorite. Aurelius and Furious, you little cocksuckers, I'll fuck you up the ass and stuff your mouths. Who you think, since my poems are delicate, I'm less than chaste? It's well known that the poet who is devoted need not be upstanding in his verses. It's clear that my lines are charming, witty, then that's if they're a tad soft, a bit shameless at times, so long as my readers get turned on. Mind you, I'm not talking about healthy boys, but hairy old geezers who can't get it up by standard methods. If you think still, because I've spoken of a good many kisses, I'm somehow less than a man, yeah, I'll fuck you up the ass and stuff it in your mouths.
Fenris is
I
just
miss
like,
classics, classes.
Those were certainly all words, and Constance understood about 3 of them.
Fenris is just leaning
That
over,
is-
explaining the whole thing. So a cocksucker is when.
Laura's like,
That is...
that's not the kind of poetry I was allowed to read growing up.
That is an actual poem from the Roman poet Catullus, who I studied for 6 years in Latin class, and I love Catullus with all of my heart. I'm so glad I get to bring him back.
Amazing.
That is
I'm so glad that you
specifically
made him
poem
canon.
16.
I'm so glad that's an actual historical poem that's been preserved through the ages for us to enjoy.
For time.
I know!
Learning's fun.
Fenris to
We're
Oleander.
so good.
Is that I don't think I've ever even read that one.
That's particular fun. It was a charming rendition. I
Thank you.
particularly liked the hand gestures.
It makes more sense when you are emphatic about it.
You know, yeah,
Catullus
I
was-
think so.
Well, poem
One
written
of my
in
favorite.
passion deserves to be read with passion.
It's true. I completely agree. Takes another swig of wine. Anyway, I could do nicer poems if you want them, but I think these are more fun.
I appreciate it.
Certainly a new genre for me.
Like, I think Oleander was like so not expecting that when we like came up the stairs to just be like assaulted with this wave of like crass language. She actually like smiled for a minute.
Constance is just like, I do not believe any of that rhymed.
Well, it's
Oh.
been translated.
In the original, yeah.
Oh,
I could recite it originally.
please
I
do.
have to Google it, but I can find it.
Kate, can you do that?
Kate, I won't make you do that.
I can do it. I can do it.
Do it, Kate. Do it.
Okay, I have to find it. It's
Kate's
Catullus
like, you're not
poem.
making.
Yeah, no,
Do it,
trust
Kate.
me. Okay.
Me
I have-
naming my character Vercingetorix, looking at the players in this campaign. Oh shit, 2 classics, people. They know where I'm getting my shit from now.
Look,
We're on to ya.
this guy pulled a Kanye rant before Kanye pulled a Kanye rant.
Look,
Listen,
Man's been writing
I-
diss tracks for thousands of years.
I had, a
Dante's
druid,
Inferno is a giant diss track.
I had a druid maid that I never got to play named Cataline. So there's that fun
Amazing.
fact for you.
Amazing.
Oh, man.
Okay, I have it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's hear it in the original Sylvan, please.
Yes.
Pedicabo ego vos et urambo Aurelii patike et kine de furii, qui me ex
versiculis meis putastis quod sunt moriculi parum pudicum nam castum ecce decent pium poetam ipsum versiculos nihil necesse est quis tum dinique habent salem ac ieporem si sint moleculi ac parim pudici et quod puriat incitare possunt non dico pueris sed his pilosis qui duros nequeunt movere lumbos vos quod milia muita basiorum igistis male me marem putatis pedicabo ego vos et urambo.
Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that was beautiful.
My favorite part.
It was literally the same poem.
I know.
That's,
It's
you know.
much more pleasing when you don't actually know what it's saying.
I'm learning that. Yes.
It's like K-pop.
Azara does speak Sylvan. She probably doesn't speak ancient Sylvan.
No.
Yeah, this is a very different variant of Sylvan. This is like Alfenheim Sylvan.
That is a party trick that I haven't pulled out in like a decade.
Nice. I like to
party
imagine Soren just walking in. Roses are red, violets are blue. Fenris sucks. I don't know. Throws their papers.
I must say, I have always enjoyed poetry.
Poetry is fun, and it's a good exercise for getting your emotions out.
Do you write your own poetry, everyone?
Oh no, I'm terrible. I can recite it as I was taught to do. That was not one of the ones that I was taught. I did teach myself that one, but
Who taught you
No.
how to write, to read the poems like that? Well, not that one, but
like, oh, with emphasis. That's just how it's done. It's so. Here's the thing with my time world, with my people. When we perform, we wear masks so that you know who the characters are. And the masks don't move, so all of the gestures with the body are what they express emotion.
Okay.
That's how that's done. So obviously when I'm angry, my hands are gonna go up here. And
When I'm angry, I burst
Yes.
into fire,
So-
so I guess that's better.
I've never really been angry before. I mean, I've been frustrated for sure, but I've never really been angry.
Well, stick with us.
Sorry.
I'm
Lisa.
taking another
learning
swig.
Change.
I mean, my brothers have been angry. I mean, like I've had fights with my brothers, but I've never been the anger that I've seen among you, which is quite impressive. Don't get me wrong. I've seen my father angry for sure. I mean, I've seen my father behead people for minor infractions, but
It was a different time.
Oh, yeah, the Alfenheim killed people for less. Don't worry. We'll get into that
Okay.
in season 3.
Well. Anyway, continue.
again with the rats.
It's a bad kobold infestation around here.
Are
I
Verwin,
guess I don't know why the kobolds.
are Verwin and Constance just gonna be toxic positivity buddies?
Yes.
Yay.
Amazing.
Whoa.
Yay! We're a very well-adjusted group of people.
We have
Clearly.
excellent coping mechanisms.
Fen-
all of us.
in Fenris's defense, he is like a descendant of the demon lord of fury, so he's at least like got an excuse, right?
True. Granted,
This
there
is what-
also hasn't been a reason for Virwin to be like horrendously upset.
Oh, don't worry, that's gonna happen.
Oh, I know. Don't worry.
Waiting. I'm just setting a baseline.
Don't you worry.
Has met some unpleasant, shall we say, individuals on our travels, and it's gotten personal, shall we say? Gotten personal.
No, I completely understand that. That's no, I get it. I was always raised to be in control of my emotions, to never let them show.
Perhaps you
Damn
could show me a
kobolds.
thing or two, because that's a quest I've been on.
Well, you know, it took me about 50 years to learn. I mean, it was my childhood, but I mean, I'm sure I can teach you.
At 50 years, Fenris's eyes are just like, just go wide, like,
Oh.
fucking 50 years?
I mean, how long? I guess that is a question I should ask. How long do people technically live? Typically, not technically.
On
I'm drunk.
average, human lifespan is about a century, usually less.
My kind live a little over
I'm 200 years old. What?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm 20.
I'm just 25.
Okay,
You know,
so
I honestly don't.
I would be the equivalent.
Oh,
Was
You
that
don't
kind of-
know?
oh, I'm trying to remember when my last birthday was.
Well, I thought you were sent out from Eternal Trust on your birthday, weren't you? I feel like you mentioned that at some point.
Oh, yes. I am 21 then.
Oh, so we're all around the same age. Just looking at all of us, we all appear to be around the same age range. These kobolds.
I would
like,
say relatively.
Physically, we are around the same age at different. I hate to use this animal, but that's a druid. I mean, at this comparison, but as a druid, I know a lot about different animals. I've kept different animals as pets. Rabbits don't live nearly as long as, say, a turtle does. So, but, you can tell when both are adults at what ages. So it stands to reasons that,
Yeah,
I-
I mean, the different races have different lifespans, but because of that, they mature at different rates as well. So a human or a half-elf like me would mature faster, but not live as long.
I don't know if I like that.
I try not to think about it, honestly.
It's understandable, I suppose. But what can you all get done in a century? Like, I would have been a literal child.
I mean,
That's actually when I started my etiquette training.
Saint Oriana Orchtenbruck slayed demons and founded the whole ass church and empire. Talk about getting a lot done in less than 100 years.
Oh,
These
Well.
thoughts, young.
Yeah.
apparently. I mean, I only came into my majority 20 years ago.
Yeah, I've been an adult for a bit now.
What is the age of majority?
For half elves,
No, just in this world, because
it varies.
different societies have different. Like, you're an adult now. Is it 18?
It's based off your ancestry. It'd be based off your ancestry. Like in the case of half elves, they basically mature at a similar rate to humans, but they live like 200 to 300-ish years.
Yeah. But I mean, like, all in this world, all humans mature at the same
Oh.
rate, but different societies consider you an adult at a different age.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
I
old
see.
till we can rent a horse?
Oh shit. Yeah, it depends what society you're in.
When can I vote?
Yeah.
Azara literally was just deemed like mature and grown up enough to
Yeah.
go do this.
Yeah, I'd
when
say
she
around
left.
that. Yeah.
So for the Order of the Astral Star, it's 20.
Yeah, I'd say for Higardi it's like 2021. For Kovithians, maybe just a little younger, because Saint Oriana kind of started her whole revolt at a very young age. Not revolt, but fighting
It's a
demons.
childhood.
Yeah, Kovithians don't believe in a childhood. That whole concept, what is that? Yeah, it would just depend where you're from. And then also lifespan would play, like the elves would be like, yeah, you're not an adult till like 100.
That means that technically Kat was a child also.
Oops.
She was only 18.
Yeah, it can, again, it bounces around from place to place too. Just the society's modernizing, so.
I was just curious.
No, I get it. You're making me think about the look, it was really hard coming up with stuff in a time scale for people who live 1,000 years, okay? Like, that's specifically why the Alfenheim needs to be back 6,000 years, because I saw Polly Nim was talking about that. It's like, because any time shorter and they could still be living and in like living memory, and that's weird.
I knocked it down so that elves in my homebrew setting live for 700 years instead of a full 1,000.
It's still a lot of years.
Still a long time.
And that's interesting to have to world build. One of my favorite world building aspects when you do that is to have humans not give a shit about the environment, because they don't live long enough to see what happens, but the elves do.
Oh, that's a little too real.
Anyway.
Poetry.
Anyway.
So, we're all technically adults here. Some of us are a little new to it. But Fenris asked a good question. Who did teach you to recite?
Oh, I had tutors. I've had tutors since as long as I can remember. So about 200 years. I had tutors for etiquette, tutors for dancing, tutors for writing and reciting, and
Hired by your father, presumably.
yes.
Who
Mother
was
had-
he to your people?
Was he like?
He was a godhand, so he was one of the top dogs in the government.
So, my father was very high up in our government and our people in general. He was not the largest, but I would probably say top 5, maybe top 3.
Scheitze, so yeah.
Oh wow.
Looks at Oleander.
Yeah. So he
Gotta
was
tell
very
him.
busy.
What about your mother?
Yeah, what about your mother?
Mother
Says the
was-
GM.
Shush, Alex.
What about my mother? Says the player to herself. Okay, whatever is coming out of my mouth next is officially canon.
Mother she's still alive. Was, now, I suppose. Mother is quiet. She's very kind but distant. Is more concerned with hosting proper dinner parties and making sure guests are taken care of and running the house and houses and all of our slaves. I realize that's not a good thing, but that's
6,000 years
how
of
it is.
enlightenment. Enlightenment?
Yeah.
With every society has its problems.
It's true. But yes, mother is more concerned with matters of the home. And she had me and my brothers. Well, my brother's brother, me, and then brother. And then once we started being educated, we really didn't see much of her past that. We see her at social functions, and we have formal dinners together sometimes. But I don't really know much about my mother either. I know her name was Ivea, but that's about it.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's normal. That's not...
Is it?
You can't really miss someone you don't really know.
I don't know, it sounds sad to me.
Does it? I've
Yeah, it
been
does.
surrounded by people my whole life.
Well,
I suppose it could be sad.
I never knew the mother who gave birth to me, and it's a fact that has made me very sad for most of my life, so... That is a bit
Really?
surprising.
Why?
Val looks at Oleander for a second, and it's just, she didn't want me originally. And he just kind of gives it like a disarming smile as he tries to fight through emotions.
Didn't want you. Well, that's ridiculous. Children are a family's legacy. Everybody should want a child.
Not my mother, and it doesn't go well for me because of her not wanting me. But you said your mother loved you, and maybe she expressed it in a very different ways than we're used to.
I suppose she loved me. I mean, I really spent most of my time with my father, my brothers, and my tutors. I never really saw mother outside the formal functions. I don't know. It was all of, I don't even know if I would call them friends now that I know you all, but all of the other children that I grew up with, it was the same. We all had our tutors and our nannies, and that's who raised us. Those are the people we cared about. Yes, I know my parents, and I love my father very much, and I love my mother, I suppose. She gave me life, but I can't really miss something that I never really wanted, I suppose.
well, as long as you had someone who loved you, I suppose the ones who
I think I did.
make us who we are and who we treasure don't have to be blood.
Exactly.
I'm learning that.
It's at
Let me
this
read you
point.
another poem.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's stop talking about families because I am horrifically sad.
Oleander's just
Poem.
not saying shit while we're like talking about nobility and legacy and everything. She was actually just about to like get up and excuse herself.
Constance, I think I had a family once of eternal trust is sitting there just resting, smiley face.
Yeah, and
just
Zara, I
Toru.
just found out that I didn't actually know my mother, who I treasured like fucking it all, and that my grandparents are actual archfey, and one of whom wants to kill me very badly.
Soren loves his family, so it's at this point that Soren comes in, and he like slowly shuts the door, and you look at him kind of weird out of the corner of your eye, and he looks at you all. He's like, "You all need to shut up. There's worse things than Inquisition in this hills," and he just like locks the door slowly,
What?
and that's where we'll go to Bio.
Oh, fun. Cool. All right,
It's a good
everybody.
start.
We will
That's
see
fine.
you shortly on the flippity flip.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Roll 20 if you're not.
Hi. We're
It's been a
live.
while.
Hello.
Oh,
hi.
welcome back.
We are A-live,
Woo!
For now.
not
So-
B-live.
Yeah, for about
A-live.
20 more minutes. So recap quick. Everyone had nice talks. So Soren walks into the room and he tells everyone to shut the fuck up, basically.
Oh, okay.
And he locks the door and he looks at everyone and he's like kind of crouched down, and then you just hear bumps against the door. He's just like, fuck.
I thought you said this place was safe.
It's safe from Inquisition, not mindless beings. It's just bump again.
What is it?
Soren, what is that?
Well, I hope you're ready to meet the marrow.
Sword lights up.
I don't know what that means.
We're good.
Damn it, Fenris!
Fuck.
Pull out my lance.
Use fire if you can. And another bump against the door, and it's just getting
Good to
louder and
know.
louder.
I don't have any fucking fire.
Well, neither do I.
Great. And I guess Oleander will summon her sword. I'll summon a Felion because it's the closest I got. None of my magic is fire. It's all dead shit.
I have
Okay.
fire.
Perfect. So the bump,
Oh, good.
it's like getting rhythmic at this point, and then like right as it's about to hit again, you look over and all the glass shatters from the windows around you, and these like just pink like globs of ooze jump in at you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Chris, do you care to share the take that you shared with me that I agreed with earlier?
What take? Oh, that initiative is not. Yeah. I don't know what to replace it with, but I don't like it.
Initiative's a pointless
22.
mechanic that wastes time. Isn't that what we came to
Oh,
conclusion?
nine.
We're
Like
doing
that-
by who sneezed last.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean, I'm a
22.
fan of like, the way like masks and powered
I
by
just
the
do
apocalypse kind
narrative.
of where it just narratively makes
I
sense.
personally, as a GM, have a hard time running like narrative
24.
I mean, That's valid.
because I
It's
always feel like
definitely-
I'm forgetting someone.
It's definitely different in more of like a
Holy shit, I got the same initiative I got
Tactically.
last fight.
we're back to a classic Oleander initiative of
There
9.
we go.
Nice.
Initiative.
Love it.
18.
Null's right in the world again.
Constance
Everything
got a
makes sense.
22.
Got that one. Thank you.
Yeah.
I always, Chris, I just give ties to the players always, because like it baseball rules, I guess.
I give it roll 20 rules. Whoever's on top when I hit descending. And Howlers took it today. Congratulations, Constance.
Amazing.
I'll get the escalation.
Blame roll
counter
20
there.
if you would like. All right. So
Should we be seeing a map?
I'm about to move you. Sorry.
Oh, no. I am sorry.
No, you're good.
No.
So
I am
for this
sorry.
map, here's a beautiful map. There is a skill. It's just one big zone because it's not that big of a greenhouse. The skill is botany, basically. If you want to use any of the plants in any way that you can come up with, I don't really care what they do. Be creative. There's some plants around. Do some stuff with them. And that is what we got. So you watch as all of these little small pink purplish oozes just shatter the windows and just lurch at you. And Fenris, you were up first. You kind of get the drop on them. So
Sweet.
they have made it into the chamber though.
I would like to use my druidic powers because I'm a druid. I'm very attuned with nature. I would like to command the plants to kind of form a wall of like vines between like Constance's crew and the rest of us.
Dude, yeah, we can do that. Go ahead and roll skill plus level.
I'm gonna use my druidic background, my pariah enclave background. So with the skill
I
plus
guess
level,
that
right?
is- Yep.
23.
23. So you wanted to form a wall between Constance's half of the room and the ooze.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna draw a line.
Here, I can just draw it. I got you, dude.
Got it.
Oh yeah, kind of like well, they still have room where they can run to us, but I'm closing off the
Gotcha.
enemy advance basically. Like I'm gonna just create a
Gotcha.
zone like here, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
If that makes sense. Like I want to block
Yeah.
off like these 4 dudes here.
Yeah, I will say they have a very difficult time crawling through that, so they'll waste a turn or two. So
Cool. Well, I was gonna do something else with it, but if I have to
Yeah.
wait till next, I
Oh,
was gonna
no,
light
that's
that
fine.
shit on fire.
go for it. I mean, that can be a quick action. So go ahead.
All right, so then Fenris will then summon Marlfax's gift, just launch a flaming arrow at the vine wall he just created to just light that shit on fire. So when they go through it, they're gonna just burn.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit the wall. It'll be
All
easy, but
Yeah, I'll roll with flame spear.
Yeah.
Just let me find it because my character sheet's fucking massive. Because Druid's just a fucking
It's
great time. I love it though. It's so good. 19. I'm rolling pretty well right now.
yeah, that hits. So you watch as just like just the whole wall just catches ablaze, and because it is shrubbery, I mean it's on fire. So
And you hear like Oleander, who's next to Fenris, would hear him apologize to, Marlfax, I apologize, but it is for survival.
So Constance and Azara, you just see like this wall of thorns like appear in front of you before these oozes like lurch at you, and then just this wall of flame. And Soren's just like, I didn't do that. My uncle is going to be pissed. And that's your turn, yeah, Fenris?
Yeah, that's my turn. I was just laughing.
Okay. All right. And then Constance, you are up because we're skipping the turn above you for now.
Okay, sounds good. First things first, I am activating my halo, and then I would like to smite the nearest dude to me.
This one probably.
Yeah, let's do that one right there.
You don't want to go through the fire.
I don't know. Is friendly fire on or nah?
I would say so.
Yeah, because that's more of an environmental effect than a spell effect, too.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. The overlay just kind of froze up on me. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, so then I am going to smite, and it's a 24 to hit.
Oh man, that definitely hits. Where's my special notes? There it is. Yeah, that hits.
Oh wait, no. It's a little bit. Never mind. It's higher than that. It's fine.
That definitely hits. Extra hits.
Okay. Damage 25.
All right. 25. Okay, so you run up and smack it. As you smack it with your staff, it like coalesces around your staff and just kind of like grabs on for a second before you kind of have to like kick it off of the end of it.
I don't like that.
And it just kind of, and it's really nasty, and it just kind of like splats up against the window that's all broken, and then it like reforms into this little bubble, and it just like hungrily crawls towards you again.
Oh. Cool.
Very cool, very fun.
And then I'm gonna use my Archeon's Roar helmet to speak the command Lion's Heart in a very anime way. And I'm going to cast Bless just on myself because I know Azara can bless everyone else.
All right, you are.
So you're
blessed.
casting for broad effect?
No.
I mean, no, for power.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm getting a +3 attack bonus.
Sweet.
That's badass.
There
All right,
are
you are
six of us in this combat, and I can only bless 3 people.
I can get everyone. It's fine. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, you just have this like ooze that just like reforms, and it's just like very like scarily speedy. And Verwin, it is your turn.
Excellent. Hey, remember the first time that I came on here as Virwin and as a cat, I got a fiery leash? You remember that? It's even better when I'm in person. So I'm going to go close to whatever nearby enemy. And I am going to... This roll is against PD.
Okay. So for fire, The crit range is expanded to 19. So if you get a 19 or a 20, you crit. That's against these creatures.
Let's see.
That's what vulnerable means kind of in this system. So
I mean, it's not that, but it's a 17 plus my intelligence plus my level.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, cool. So now it's 3d6 fire damage. Oh, 3d6 plus intelligence fire damage. Hang on.
Yikes.
Okay, so that's 13 plus 5 is 18 plus my level, which is, we're still 3, right?
Yep.
So 16?
What you thought? You said 18 plus your level? Or
Huh? No.
Did you say 18 plus? Oh, sorry.
13.
Sorry, I misheard you. Okay.
No, that's fine. So yeah, so it's 13 plus intelligence, which is a 5. So that is an 18.
Gotcha.
Plus the 3, which is 21 total.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you add level bonus to damage?
This one does.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
It would tell you if you do.
Oh, sorry. No, it's just intelligence. My bad. So it is just
Okay.
18. Sorry.
Gotcha. Oh, you're
You can
good.
have your stupid 3 points back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm engaged with the target, and they take a -5 penalty to disengage, and they can't pop free or teleport. If they attempt to disengage, they take another 2d6 fire damage.
Yikes. Well, they want to be close to you, so don't have to worry about that this time.
Meh.
All right, Azara, you are up next, and then it is the sap's turn.
I cast Bless on Fenris, on Berwyn, and on Soren. And I also put up my invocation of life. And that is my turn.
All right. All right, so the sap is up next. So I will say, because of the blazing wall, you just hear like squelches and screams on the other side from several of the sap.
Sorry. Not Bless. Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith on those 3.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So you just hear like squelches and screams from 3 of the sap, and we will say they just kind of burn up because they're not the smartest creatures. They are going to use their lurch attacks. So one is going to be at Constance. This attack is against physical defense, not armor class. And that is an 18 against PD to hit.
$18 against, you said PD?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you take just a
5 by
measly 8
Halo.
points. Sorry. You take a measly 8 points of damage. But the sapling is now attached to you.
Boo. Gross. Okay.
So you watch as it just like hits you in the pauldron and just like sticks and starts spreading instantly, like across your body. And it's gross.
Gross. Love that.
Same thing against
for me.
Fenris, against physical defense. That's another 18 to hit. Wow, I rolled the same thing on the attack and the damage.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, you take 8 points of damage, and you have a sap on you, and it is like spreading across like your leg.
Ugh, most unnatural.
Another one against Oleander. That's a 15 against PD.
Yeah.
I rolled another 6. All right, 8 points of damage. And yeah, it's attached to you as well. And then the last one is against Oleander Berwyn here. And that's, geez, a 12. Or no, I'm sorry. A 15 against PD. Okay.
Hang on, let me double check. Against PD. Still no. Yeah.
Okay. So you are able to just kind of like bat it away, but you look over and your other 3 allies now have a nice purple pink ooze spreading across their body.
Shit.
And then the last one's going to go at Soren, but I will roll that off screen while we continue. And Oleander, you are up next.
Shit, well, I don't like this. I really don't have any like fire spells though. I think Oleander's gonna. Can I like attack a thing on me? Is that like, I don't really know how that works, I guess. Like a spell I know would be like an attack of opportunity in melee.
So you quickly figure out that there's like no way to get this thing off of you unless you kill it. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like there's not like a disengage from it. Like it's stuck to you.
Okay. That's would have been a better way of wording what I was trying to figure out. All right. Fuck. I'm just gonna try to like sort of slice at it with Aphelion real clumsily. Ooh. What do I add? That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Thanks, Constance.
Honey.
Duh.
No, you're not allowed to call her that.
I know, but it was so sweet when Fenris did.
And that's gonna be 18, I think, holy damage.
Holy, yeah.
From Oleander. Okay, yeah, you just like slash at it as it's like crawling up your left forearm, and it's doing like the creepy venom thing where it just like keeps crawling really fast. Yeah, go watch Venom if you haven't, if you need
Nice.
marrow inspiration.
Oleander looks surprised that it works, and she's just like, "Oh, thank you for the lessons, Constance."
Okay, escalation die takes up to 1, and then with the escalation die, the lair stuff happens. So, through the cracked windows, you see these like, they look like humans, but they're like bloated and pink and purple,
Oh,
and just
gross.
the marrow is just, oh yeah, a little body horror warning. I guess I'll give us a second. It's not that bad, but
I'll take that second to clarify. I did in fact mean blessed. I was right the first time, and it is on Fenris, it is on Gerwin, and it is on Soren.
okay, so just in case, mild body horror again. So you watch as these like big bloated like sacks of like used to be human but just have marrow spread across them enter into the ring, and you see one close to Constance, and they're just like bloated and giant, like way bigger than a humanoid probably was in life. And then another one. Oh, Soren's not in the initiative.
I don't
That's
think
fine.
so.
He's
Unless
pretty
I'm just totally
useless.
missing him.
He's pretty useless. It's fine.
Don't let me have wasted my fucking spell on him.
He will go last. Okay. So yeah, these two like big bloated things, they're called husks, just like amble through and just like crawl through, and they're like crawling through the broken glass, and they stand up like twice your height and twice your width. And they are just really gross. So Fenris, you're up next. You see one right next to you and Constance kind of.
Great.
And you've got a little buddy attached to you. So
Ugh. All right. It's at this point, Fenris is just like, it's been an emotional day. He's been going through a lot. His fury is just, it's at its height, and he enters berserker state and bursts into fire as I take on the foxfire aspect. All right. And with that, I do not get an extra attack this turn. That's okay. But my attacks deal fire damage now too. They always do because Flame Blade. So I'm gonna attack the. Does anything happen to Squelchy Boy when I take my beast aspect on?
I'll say, if you want to roll like a d6, yeah, like he'll
Okay.
take a d6 while he's on you, I guess.
Tree.
So he takes 3. He's not gonna get off of you though. I'll tell you that.
Well, I'm more worried about Constance being attacked by this fucking husk, so I'm gonna just run with Squelchy Boy up on me, and I'm going
Real
to
quick
just-
before you make this decision, I want to give you one meta note. Okay.
Oh, boy.
After 6 turns of having a sapling attached to you, you die.
Oh,
So-
cool. Yay.
Cool.
I don't have a better way of saying that
Excuse me?
narratively. Like you just die after 6 turns. So
Cool.
Just-
Love
Cool,
that.
okay, I'm gonna
Love
attack
that
the
for
husk.
me.
Okay, hold up. Oh fuck, this is gonna be rough. I think I went with the right transformation though. Okay, I just gotta find where's my damage shit. Oh, there it is. 21 to hit.
the husk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's anything actually.
Yeah, AC. All right, so I'm gonna do 3d10 plus my. Where are all my dice? I thought I was ready for tonight. I was ready for tears. I was not ready for violence. Oh, I'm such a shitty player. All right.
You came here to cry, not die.
Yeah,
Why
thanks.
not both?
Why not
Why
both?
not both?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun in my meeting making these stat blocks today.
Amazing.
Good use of work time, honestly.
21 points of fire damage to the husk as Fenris just launches at it with this flaming sword. Just
And you did. It wasn't a natural 19 or 20, right?
oh fuck, wait. No, it was a natural 14. We're good.
Okay. Yeah. So against any marrow creature, 19 or 20 is a crit. So
You got it, homie.
Anything. So. Okay. Yeah. He takes that damage, and Constance, you just like feel like you get like
23.
hot behind you.
My
23.
bad.
No, you're good.
I missed a plus thing.
You're good.
Sorry.
Constance, you just feel like this wave of like heat jump behind you, and you just see Fenris like slash through the center of the husk.
Oh no.
So, as the husk like opens up, you see like just marrow like crawling towards you off the ground from where you cut. It's gross.
Yay.
Love
Marrow's
that.
really
for
really
us.
gross.
All right, that's my turn. Rip.
Okay, the Howlers are up next. They haven't made their appearance yet, so Constance, you're up next.
Cool. All right. Cool. Wait. So I still have that thing on me, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Can I get rid of it?
you can attack it.
I would like to do so.
Be my guest.
1 second. I'm punching in my numbers so I don't have to do math. 24 to hit my leech.
Myself, yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. Do I get rid of it?
How much damage did you do?
I deal 16.
Where was yours? 16 plus 25 is... You do not get rid of it.
Ah,
But
okay.
you hit it really hard. I will say, like, you kind of like split it in half with your staff, and half of it like withers up and dies off as it like falls off of
Okay.
you, but the other half is still like crawling up your arm.
Gross. Okay. I'll deal
looks
with
hurt,
that
though.
later.
So that's 2 turns for or no, yeah, not yet.
Look, I just didn't want to smite myself.
Okay, good. Anything else, Constance?
No, thanks though.
Okay, the husks are up next. All right, where's my little stat block? Okay, it's going to try to slam Constance. So Constance, that is, oh, that's not good. That's a 29 versus AC to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
good.
That does it.
28 actually.
That does it.
All right. So you take
Hurt
7
me.
points. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as one of its like just massive like fatty arms just smashes you across the face. And then as a quick action, it's going to use its shove attack because it successfully hit its slam attack, and it needs to roll again against AC. That's only a 21 against AC.
No. Oh, wait, no, that meets it. Never mind.
Meets it? Okay. So you take 4 more damage and then 7 more damage, so 11 more total. And you are dazed until the end of your next turn as it like pushes you up against the wall. And just you take -4 to your attacks basically.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I take -4 damage. I was like, all right.
No, so it just
-4
like
to my attacks. That's awesome.
yeah.
Fuck.
So it pushes you up against the
Mhm.
wall, basically, away from Fenris, and just like slams you against the shattered glass. Yeah, that's what I got for you. And then what's its last thing? Oh, that's only when you die. Don't worry. We'll do that
Oh, cool.
I hate all of this.
later. And then the other one is gonna hit Verwin, and that's 23 to hit AC.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 10 points of damage, and it is going to use its shove attack again as a quick action, and that is a natural 19 plus 10, 29 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 5 more points of damage, and then an extra 8 because you are pushed against a wall.
Fuck you. Okay, fine.
Anyways,
See, the kobold agrees.
Trinket, I'm so sorry. It's just a game, Trinket. And that is their turn because they can't do anything else till they kill you. So Verwin, you're up next.
Fuck all of that. So, I'm a little angry. I don't want to be pushed up against a wall. So instead, yeah, I know. I'm angry too. So, I am going to cast White Flame Blade. So let me roll. I know, Trinket. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. A natural 19, baby.
There you go. That's a crit.
Okay.
Are you targeting the husk or the sapling on you?
Who the fuck pushed me?
The husk.
Then fuck the husk. I'm going for the husk.
Okay, sounds good.
But the other one does take fire damage because I'm engaged with it. So Trinket, I know we're angry. I know we're upset, but we need to like tone it down. Trinket says
so
no.
Angry.
She's very angry. So that's a 1d8. She's very pupset. Chris, you've done this.
Yeah,
This is your
she doesn't
fault.
like these
Do that.
mechanics,
I
Chris.
didn't do that.
Yeah.
Well,
She's
there's
like
a lot
6
more.
turns. What the fuck?
Only 6.
Only 6. Okay, so not a whole lot of damage. So that's 3 plus intelligence, which is 5. That's 8 for the husk, and then 1d6 fire damage to the other one, and then you roll a d6 and a 4.
All right, so 4 more to the one on Verwin, so that's 22. And 8 more on the Verwin husk. Verwin. Okay.
The angry
So you-
fierce kobold.
Oh. Oh, what a goober. So you lash out with your sword and it strikes both of them, and some of the flame, the white flames that are lining your blade, like launches up your arm to where the sapling is on you currently. And you do some good damage. Oh wait, wasn't it a natural 19?
Alright,
so those
cool.
damages are double?
Yes.
Okay, 1 sec. Plus
So it's-
4 more.
Because
Yeah, I
it was
got it.
8 on one, which was 16, and 4 on the other.
Got it.
So we
Okay. So big crit. All right, Azara, you're up next.
Well, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna start by healing is. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to start by summoning my Motes of Stars. Who has a hanger on? Who is a little squishy friend?
Fenris has a squishy. Oh, they're like the
Everyone,
little
Fenris
head
and
slugs
Oleander.
from fucking
I was
Futurama.
the
gets one.
pentapox. I'm thinking of the
Everybody gets-
pentapod, like
They're about to be
I-
2 turns deep.
I have three Motes of Stars. Everybody gets one. First one for Fenris.
Yes.
Nice. That seems fair.
It's a natural 19. It's not fire damage though.
Oh, well.
It's Chris. I wrote it down as stellar damage, which is like supposed to just
Star
be a
damage?
combination of radiant and fire. So do with that what you will.
All right.
I don't know if star damage counts as fire damage.
That's what I was saying. When I wrote stellar damage, I intended for it to be radiant and or fire.
I don't think stellar means what you think it means.
I don't know. Like star.
I mean, it is
Solar?
Yeah, solar maybe.
Stellar
doesn't
damage,
star.
bro. Stellar damage.
5
Fucking shit.
points of star damage. 5 points of star damage.
Okay. Who's that one on?
Cosmic. That's the
Fenris's?
word.
Pardon?
That one's on Fenris.
Yeah. 1 for constant. A 15 plus my wisdom, plus my level. 15 plus 6, so
Hits.
21.
Yep, that hits.
I'm rolling like What the hell? 4 points of star damage.
Okay.
Another natural 19. Be sure it's
Ooh.
not fire damage.
I'm counting it as fire damage.
Excellent. And 7 points for Verwin's squishy friend. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, they're all still up. And it's their turn. Look at that. So they are all going to use, because they all have the same brain, basically, they're all going to use their spread attack on their hosts. So Constance, that's a 10 against armor class. I think that misses.
Yep.
So it stays on you, but it does not continually deal damage. Oleander, that's a 19 against armor class.
Yeah, I mean, it just needs to look at me, really.
Well, it's on you. So that's 10 more damage as it travels and begins spreading with its second turn.
Oh, don't like that.
And then Fenris, that is a natural 20 to hit you.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Staggered, by the way.
All right, let me put a
Already?
marker up.
Uh-oh.
It's
So that's
not- it
Already
doesn't
hit
take a
points.
lot.
I'm also staggered.
Oh boy. Well,
What
this
is
might be
here?
this might be a good
Okay,
night.
okay. Who's
Okay, don't bust the
And how
person with
bad?
30 hit
I-
points, y'all. It's cool.
Wait, let's find out how much
12
damage.
points.
12 points of damage to
Yeah.
Fenris.
They're not that strong. So
Okay. All right. Fuck math. All right. I'm not staggered. I'm good.
I am.
okay. So that is all the and then the sap on Soren. See if it can attach again. It does attach to Soren. So Soren now has a sapling as well.
Yay.
All right,
We're
Oleander,
doing
you're up.
so good, everybody.
There's more bad guys, y'all. So
These are mooks in a mob, yeah?
yeah,
The
sure.
saps?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out before I do a
Yeah,
thing.
they're mooks. I would qualify them as mooks for sure. They're like
Okay.
the most basic marrow you can see. So
Alright, then I think Oleander's just gonna be like, this is fucking disgusting, and you're gonna see these shadows lash out. I'm going to cast the Bones Beneath, which targets one nearby mook, hence its mob. That's going to be a 26 versus PD for
Yeah.
30 negative energy damage to the mob, and anything that drops becomes a skeleton under my control.
Oh, dope.
okay, so
So
all
if
of the
any
saplings.
of the saps drop,
Okay.
they're mine now.
So the one on Constance's drops. Verwin's drops. Yours is still alive,
Okay, so that's 2 down.
and Fenris's is still alive.
Okay, so that's 2 down, who take their turn immediately after me because now they're under my control. Ooh, that's going to be. What is that, plus an 8? Oh, that's like over 20 versus AC for each one.
Yeah.
And that deals. Shit, where's their damage total? They just deal a flat damage. 5 damage, so 10 total.
And they're attacking the sapling on you.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna send them over to the big honking thing messing with Veerwin, because she's
Okay.
alone right now.
Okay, so 10 damage to the husk on the Veerwin. Okie dokie. So they slam into it, and you watch as this like kind of like nasty amalgamation of like bones and ooze just like fuses together and just slams into the husk. It's really gross.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That'll be my turn. I'll stay where I am.
All right. Soren's up. He's going to. You watch as he unchains the book for the first time in a long time, takes a deep breath, and says, "It's good to have you, old friend," and strokes the spine. And he is going to cast. I haven't really looked at his new shit yet.
Ooh.
Fuck. He's going to use a quick action to cast Song of Aid, which gives a ton of temp HP to someone. Who's looking the worst?
Probably me.
Who else?
You know, his
No, I'm just
favorite.
kidding.
Constance isn't quite halved yet, but she's getting there.
Everybody who had blessed remembered to take their temporary hit points, right?
No.
Okay, everybody who got blessed from me gets 1d10 temporary hit points.
You got to remind me of that when you
Sorry,
do that.
I forgot
you
to.
good. I'm just saying I'm not going to remember to do that on my own.
All right, if Oleander is not temp HP'd, I will give her 13 temp HP.
Sweet. No, I'm not.
So that is his Song of Aid, one of his new level 3 spells, and then he's going to take a deep breath and just like close his eyes and just like shoot himself in the arm where the the ooze is. And he hits it. So we'll do that later. But anyways, that is the escalation die ticks to 2, and then the howlers show up.
Oh, goody.
So I don't have a great token for these. I will get one in previous weeks. I apologize, or future weeks.
Yeah,
But
don't worry about it.
these large, like wolf-like creatures with like these spines on the back of it that are like clearly made from marrow just jump through the window, and there are 2 of them. And they, however, do have a better intelligence score, so they would jump away from the firewall, unlike the other things, and they will just sit at the top of the room back here then. And that is that. So Fenris, you're up next, and then the howlers are on deck, and they're really gross.
All right, so I rolled my d6 for my druid thing. I got a 1, so I'm gonna get an extra attack this turn.
Cool.
So I'm gonna get like an extra attack action. So for my first attack, with
Real quick,
Fenris's-
roll a d6 for your fire damage for your clingy guy.
Oh
too,
yeah, for clingy boy. 4.
'cause you
Do
might
I add
kill it.
any? Okay, that kills it.
Yeah, you're good.
So it just burns off. It just burns off Fenris, and he just kind of brushes it. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna like start like spinning his flaming sword around. And as he's doing it, he's gonna try and summon the plants to him, and then bring the vines of the plants around his arm, and then have them go up through the sword so they catch fire. He wants to kind of try and entangle this husk that's got Constance pinned to the wall and rip it back.
Okay, go ahead and make your botany check.
Botany, yeah, that's botany, all right.
Amazing.
This is what botany is, right?
Sword
fighting.
Nat 19 with fire damage.
Yep. So you're able to like pull it off of Constance, who has her like kind of like pinned against the wall, and it just like, there's a distinct lack of intelligence behind its eyes, and it turns back around to you now as its target.
Do I deal any
and then you have a
damage with
standard.
that first one or nah?
I'll say if you want to make an attack as the standard action as part of that, then that can just be like your attack.
Okay. Okay. Because I still have my bonus attack then from my druid feature too.
Yeah, if you want to, you can consider it fire still. So she's
Okay.
he's vulnerable.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know if the vines dealt damage. That's all.
I'll say it rips it away from Constance, but doesn't deal
Okay.
damage.
I'll follow up with the other attack then. That's what I didn't know. I didn't know what the botany was resulting in.
Oh yeah, take both of them. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh shit, math is hard. It's over 22.
Yep.
All right, that one will hit. Then I'll roll damage for that one. Ooh, nice. Sorry, math is just hard. 22 points of fire damage.
22. Sheesh.
So as Fenris rips it back, he then takes the sword to and just drives it into the back of the creature.
45. All right. My music turned off. What the hell? All right. Anything else? It's like on fire from within. Like you see, like inside of the like hollow husk, just like flames like sparting out from inside of it. Anything
All right.
else?
No, that's my turn.
All right. Up next are the howlers. Okay, so one of them rears up on like its back legs and just like jams its paws into the ground, and it is going to use howl. I need everybody. Oh, never mind. It's my roll. Okay, so oh god, I'm rolling really well. I'm sorry. So this is a 26 to hit mental defense on everybody, which I'm gonna assume is everybody.
That should be
Yes,
everyone.
Chris.
A 26? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
The
they're really
only thing
strong.
I'm good at, damn it.
And that was a natural
That was a
hit.
Baller roll.
So you take a lot of damage. You all take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm
things are starting to look
halved.
spooky.
So the howl, it just lets out this like squelching, squealing howl, and it just shakes you to the core and does psychic damage to you. Fun fact about these creatures: a natural, odd, even, hit, or miss all do different things. So there's 4 different outcomes from the howl.
Can we run?
You could, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a
Oh, then we
narrative
take the
run mechanic.
campaign loss and shit.
Mhm.
Oh.
You do.
But
That's
then we
unfortunate.
wouldn't die also.
Yeah, no, that's the reason it exists.
Think
I
about
don't
it.
know where my
Keep it in the
pencil
back of your head. So the other howler is going to use its pounce attack, and it is going to leap straight at Oleander as she is the closest. I'm rolling really well. I'm very sorry. That's a 24 to hit Oleander's AC.
Yeah, that'll fucking hit.
Yeah, I figured. And then it deals 10 points of damage,
Okay, I'm still up, but very barely.
and it can leap zones and not draw an opportunity attack, but it is going to choose not to do that and stay on Oleander. And that's the Howler's turn. So, Constance, you are up. You've got a husk on you, and that's about it on your half.
I thought I got the thing off of me.
You did. There's a big, giant, bloated,
Oh,
gross guy still.
yeah. I'm gonna attack him, but before I do that, I'm gonna rally real quick so I can get some health back.
Nice.
And then we're gonna smite. It's a 17 to hit.
Armor class?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, cool. Dope. 15
Very big
damage.
dude. 15 damage. And that is the one on Fenris. So 60. Okay, it's looking really beat up. Parts of it are just like falling off, and it's just like turning back to oozy marrow. Like you just like hack one of its arms off, and it like splats up against the wall. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay. The husk is going to attack Fenris because Fenris has pulled it towards him. And it's going to use a slam attack. That's an 18 against Fenris's armor class.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. That's 8 points of damage.
I am staggered.
Staggered or down?
Staggered.
Oh, okay. Woof. And he cannot shove you because he is entangled. So he can't really move to shove you. So that helps. And he is just standing there. The other husk is going to attack Verwin again. And that is a really bad roll, a 13 against Verwin's AC. Okay. So he misses and just like slams wide of you and just shatters a glass. And that's it. So Verwin, you are up next to retaliate.
Ugh. Is the slime that was on me gone?
It is. Yep. Oleander killed it.
Oh, right. Thank you, Oleander. Who's being harried right now? Who's getting fucked with?
All of us.
Oleander's not doing well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fenris
Let's
isn't
take on the
doing well.
fucker that's coming for Oleander, because that's not chill. I am first off going to do my. I can only do it once per battle, and I've already done Burning Leash. What? What other things do I have? Shit.
Oleander, are you at 2 through the temp HP Soren gave you?
Yeah, that's already gone.
Incredible.
Oof.
Fuck, I can cast wolf.
Oof.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Okay, I'm gonna do something called Viper Bite.
Sick.
So this is versus AC. Let me roll. Okay, that's a 13 plus intelligence, which is a 5, plus my level, which is 3. So that's 21 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits. Or it hits, but
Okay.
do you want to hit the howler or like the ooze that's on her? There's like a wolf on her
Ooze.
and like an ooze. Okay.
Ooze.
All right, that definitely hits. How much
Um,
damage?
Cool. Let me see. Let me roll. Nice. So it's 8 plus intelligence, which is 5. So that's 13 points. And it is now weakened and takes 10 ongoing poison damage.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to. You melt that thing right off of Oleander's arm. And Oleander, you feel like a slight tinge from the like poison, and it just kind of like just like melts off of you. And it is no longer there, so you don't have to worry about dying in 3 more turns, which is cool. Maybe.
Or, with 2 HP left.
Yeah, also cool.
Optimistic there.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, everyone?
Yes, actually. I'm going to cast the sigil of shielding over Oleander. And the trigger is that so this is actually it's going to target the howler that is targeting Oleander. And if they make an attack against an ally, but I'm guessing they're going to continue going for Oleander, and that attack does not target me, they take half damage.
Cool. Awesome.
So just roll poorly for damage, Chris. That's all you have to do.
You got it. No problem. I can do that. Azara, you're up next.
Chris, am I close enough to Oleander to cast a close quarter spell?
Yeah, it's all one zone.
Great. I'm going to cast Mighty Healing. Verwin. Is Constance or Fenris hurt more?
Fenris.
Yeah, I am at 21.
Verwin, Fenris, Oleander, all of you heal using your recovery. Don't forget, you get double. Hold on.
Double your.
My level.
So we're all third, so 6.
Yeah, you add an additional 6 points to your recovery dice.
It would be an additional 6 total because it's 3 plus 3.
That's
If you're
what I
doubling
said.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Math
It's
is
for
hard.
broad effect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oleander, I'm also going to cast Heal on you. You can use another recovery and also add the other 6.
Another 6. Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lucy, I'm sorry. I don't know what number I thought you said.
It's okay.
I don't know
No
what's
worries.
going on.
6? No, it's 6.
All right, I'm not staggered anymore. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Great. And that's my turn.
Much better.
All right. The sap is up next. It is only on Soren at this point, and so it will move to spread across him, and it successfully does, and deals 8 points of damage to him. And then Oleander, it is your turn.
Hey, so that sap is off me. I'm gonna have the sap skeletons that I already summoned take their other 2 hits on the the husk are the big bloaty
Yep.
guys.
Yep.
So that's a nat 20 and a 17.
Yep, both of them.
15 damage total. Just bone damage.
Bone damage.
Skeleton damage.
How much?
15 total.
Okay, 41. Just Soren has a parasite, Lucy. Yep.
Okay. So that was their own turn. I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh no. Did Sam freeze or did I freeze?
No, Sam froze.
Yeah, Sam froze.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oleander's dead now.
No.
Oh, no. All
Is this
right.
what you wanted? Is this what you wanted, Soren?
Delete the art. Let's get it out of here.
Sorry, I was reading that druids can cast well, like in their beast form in this. So I was like, yo, what?
Hmm.
Sam said their PC crashed.
Yeah.
Sure they'll be
I
back.
was like, my spell slots!
All right, delete the character sheet. Okay, I guess we will go to Soren's turn. He is going to continue his Song of Aid, hopefully, which he successfully does, and he is going to give. I guess he will give Verlin
Oh, can we get
11 temp HP.
Sorry, Chris, could you spoof in the camera?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Verwin, no, you're good. Verwin, you get 11 temporary hit points as Soren continues his story of life.
Wow, thank you.
Okay. Cool. And then he is going to shoot himself in the arm again, which he does so successfully, and deals 13 points of damage. So escalation die is back at the top. So if you want to tick that to 3, Alex, for me, thank you. And then, so this is a really fun part. So as you're all standing there, the room begins shaking as you're just embroiled in this combat, and the ceiling that is this big glass sphere just begins shaking, and this big just cube of just like putrescent marrow just drops into the chamber, and it looks something like this. And it's right in the center.
I don't like that.
And it shakes and rolled 20.
Oh, it wobbles.
Yeah.
It wobbles.
That's like evil jello.
It's
Ew,
so
Evil
gross.
Cursed Jello.
So like Azara and I know Oleander isn't here, but Oleander, like you both have to like roll out of the way of it because it's just like
Oh.
just like completely shatters the fountain that it landed on.
Jesus.
And yeah, that's the last thing here. So
I don't like it.
It's bad.
Sam,
And-
what did I miss? There's a big cube.
it is called a marrow mouth. As you look at it,
Oh, what?
It's
That's
anti-jello.
not gross at
I'll leave you
all.
alone for 40 seconds.
Don't like that.
so as
Cool.
you look at this beast, it just has multiple mouths at different parts of its big cubey form and like eyes everywhere, and it's disgusting. And it just has tentacles that are like slowly reaching out to you all.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, just consider that retreat option. You know, it's there. Fenris, you're up
Thanks, I
next.
hate it.
Okay, what was Oleander? I want to let Oleander
Yeah.
finish.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
didn't. I was just summoning some skeletons that are not going to last long, but it's something.
Fuck, we
between
need bodies.
Other things. I
We
know
need
exactly. 2 skeletons. They were going to do nat 20 and a 23 to AC to the thingy on me, the howler thingy.
Yep.
It's going to be just 15 damage total.
15 to the howler. And the howler has not been hit yet. 15, Oleander. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
And that was before this QB thing showed up, so I would
Yep.
probably just stay where I am otherwise, so whoops.
Yep. So it shattered through the ceiling, and it's trying to eat everybody. You're caught up.
This is awesome. Also, fun fact, because I realized Oleander actually, it's been a while since she took any damage in a fight. Oleander is now bleeding the same kind of weird ichor that she cries. So
Oh,
do
fuck.
with that as you will.
Very cool.
Our next quest is to find a dry cleaner who can get it.
Yes.
The
Her
Emerald
clouds are
Caravan
just,
tackles
she's so
fashion.
unhappy.
Lucky for you. Constance happens to know some
Yeah.
people that work with textiles.
Oh
Yeah. What a fun coincidence.
Yeah.
What a
So the howlers are up
coincidence.
next.
Uh,
And the
Wait,
howler.
wait. What about your boy Fenris?
Oh, I
Fenris
thought,
didn't go.
sorry, I skipped you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, whoa. Okay, so
I
I
messed
rolled.
everything up.
Fenris loses his turn. Next.
So I rolled my thingy. I do get the extra melee attack this turn, so that's cool.
Sick.
I was looking at my spells, and then you dropped a cube on us, so then I forgot what I was doing.
I didn't do that.
So what is it? Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so I'm still gonna cast that. I'm gonna. Who needs health?
Let me double check what I'm at.
You need to be
Okay.
staggered to get the health.
Oh, not staggered.
I'm above staggered now.
All right.
Right, I didn't get
Constance,
hit by anything while I was gone.
No, I rallied
300
myself.
damage.
I rallied
Okay.
myself above staggered. I'm good.
Okay. Well, I'm still casting it anyway.
Oh,
We're gonna. I just wanted to make sure because if I was gonna use it to heal, but if not, we're gonna do this. I'm casting. So Fenris kind of takes the flaming sword in his foxfire form. So his antler, his horns have started curling into like jagged antlers. His features are getting a little more weirdly fox-like, like a fire fox thing.
Whoa.
Mozilla baby drives his sword into the ground, and Oleander and one random ally that is touching the ground currently. So that's my whole group here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Constance. Okay, y'all are going to get a so you feel just a little tinge of the fury that like burns in Fenris's heart constantly due to his curse. And due to that, you're going to gain a bonus to your attacks and damage equal to my dex mod of 3 until the end of the battle.
So I get +3 to my attacks.
You get +3 to hit and +3 to your damage, both of you.
Oh, dope.
+3 to hit, +3 to damage. Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, and Chris, do I still have that -4?
No.
No. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my other one to attack this husk boy in front of me. And let's finish this off.
Husk.
That's an... Oh, hold on. I got to do some math here. 6. 14 to hit?
That does not hit,
I
sadly.
assume so. So Fenris tries like lurching the sword out of the ground after casting his spell. It kind of just makes his swing a little too clumsy. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Howlers are up next. They are going to use the ability I said last time, the spike volley. They get to choose 2 targets. The one on you, Oleander, is going to obviously choose you. And then Fenris, as you are the next closest person. And then that's a 23 to hit both of you. AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you both take 14 points of poison damage.
I'm staggered again.
And then the other one is going to use its howl attack, but it's going to cast it for not broad, the other one. And it is going to thank you. Yep. And it is going to cast it. I'm going to roll a d6 because it's not that smart. 1, 2, 3, 4. For one who is not here. So we will resolve that in a minute. Constance, you are up next.
Hokey dokey. I'm gonna attack the. Has the husk in front of me been responding to my attacks? Like I know.
Yeah, like
the
you're
other
hitting
thing
it.
wasn't
But,
so much.
yeah, you're hitting it, but Fenris has it like pulled towards him, so you can't like see it like turn around to you necessarily. But...
Okay, I'm still gonna hit that.
Okay.
And it's gonna be 32 to hit with smite.
Yeah, that hits.
And with smite, I did 34 damage.
Don't forget to add the
Holy.
+3
Yeah,
from my.
I did.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you put that thing down.
Oh, wait. No, I didn't. 37.
It's very dead. So you like swing through its midsection and just like split it, and it just like melts into marrow around you, and there's like no humanoid left. It's just this like gross pink like ooze now.
Ew.
And yeah, he's very, very dead. Oh,
Gross.
that might be a damage high for a melee attack in the campaign. All right, anything else? Okay. And the other.
I mean,
house is
wait. How's Fenris looking, like, health-wise?
I'm staggered again.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush over to you and grab your
Hug.
hand to give you a bit of health. Go ahead and use a recovery, but don't spend one.
All right, sweet. Thank you.
Now watch him die.
Oh, and add 6 to that as well.
Oh, with pleasure. I'm no longer staggered. Thank you.
That's my turn.
Okey-dokey. Awesome. So now that Verwin is back, Verwin, you have 2 hits coming at you.
Oh, great. Love it.
You've got a howl, which is targeting your mental defense,
Okay.
and the howl is a. This dice is really cool. I like this one a lot. That's a 26
Please stop
to hit.
using it.
Yeah, put it away.
Pick a different dice.
Yeah, no.
And that's an 18, so that's a natural even hit. So you are feared. Fear in this system, if you need a refresher. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
It is dazed, and I believe I actually have it here. You're dazed, and you can't use the escalation die.
Yep.
Fine.
So you have a -4 to your attacks, and then you also don't get the escalation die on top of it.
Well, screw you too, Chris.
It's the howler. And then the husk is also going to try to slam attack you. There you go.
Okay.
That's a natural one. Finally, the
great.
dice lets up a little bit. So
I'll take that one.
all right. And then it is your turn. So Verwin, you're up.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I'm feared. Whatever. I'm still angry.
Very angry.
So, I'm so angry. I am going to.
That thing is gross. I love
What
it.
am I going to do? Ooh, okay. I'm going to cast Keen Blade on God. The fucking Void Jello.
Void Jello.
Gross.
No, I'm not. I'm going to the Howler. Or which who's looking worse, the Howler or the Husk?
The husk for sure.
Okay, I'm going for the Husk then. I'm gonna cast Keen Blade on him. Or cast, attack, whatever. Let me roll. Natural 18 plus my intelligence, which is a 5. So that's 23 plus level, which is a 3. So 26 versus AC.
And -4, but yeah, still hits.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Very
-4.
much hits.
22. Okay. Cool.
Don't forget to be adding your bless.
Weapon.
I just want to make sure everybody is adding their bless.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. D8, 7 plus intelligence, which is a 5, so 12 points of damage.
More. And that puts that husk down. So you have killed the husk.
Now
It
we just have
like
the cursed
there's a
Jello.
giant arm. And the howlers. So you put the husk down and you slash through, similar to how Constance did, and it just kind of like melts into ooze around you. It doesn't like die. It just like becomes more marrow and gets sucked up by the giant marrow mouth in the center of the chamber. I'm enjoying it. I don't know. Anything else?
Oh, ew.
All right. Azara, you're up next.
Well, Oleander is pretty bad, right?
Yeah, I'm back down to 6 HP right now.
Look, and Soren, does Soren still have a parasite?
Oh shit, I
he's
think he
fine.
does.
He's
How
fine.
many turns does he have that now?
He's at 3. He's got tons of time.
Are you sure about
He's fine.
that?
He'll tell you. He'll tell you he's fine.
Well, that doesn't mean it's true. Okay, I'm going to use my last heal on Oleander. Please stop getting hit.
I'll tell
Yeah, we'll
my
see how that
dice.
goes.
Technically, I have one more if I use my invocation, but that's my last normal one.
And I rolled a 1.
Well, it's a 7 then. Fuck. Okay, well, I don't
Ouch.
like be as close to this cube as I am. I mean, move away. And I can't. Who should I attack? I don't. Howler. menacing Oleander currently. So I'm going to Javelin of Faith, I suppose.
Okay. The Howlers have very much not been hit much yet, just so.
Yeah. It's only a 15 to hit.
AC?
Yeah, no, not AC. Physical defense.
Then yep, that hits.
Fuck yeah. Okay. That's 26. Plus, that's 17 points of stellar damage. Star damage.
Stellar damage, bro. Okay, yeah.
Great.
Sorry, it's too good.
I know it does sound that way. How's it looking after that?
I would say it's staggered if I had to describe it.
Whoa, cool. That's the end of my turn.
All right, the last sap is gonna be on turn 4 on Soren, but it misses, so he does not take additional damage. It just sits there as a ticking time bomb, and that is its turn. And then the Marrowmouth gets to take its first turn. This thing's really gross.
You made it.
You did this, Chris.
This
was
thing's
you.
really
That's
gross.
a labor of love. Okay, it's gonna use its restrain ability on 2 targets in the chamber. It's gonna hit. How smart is a Marrowmouth? Not very. Not as smart as the Howler, so it would
This-
take the 2 closest.
This cursed jello, just like it looks like if you cleaned out a drain and then mixed that with gelatin.
Oh my god. Yep. Flashbacks to working at cafes. Pretty sure I've seen this.
So Oleander, that's a 21 to hit your armor class.
Yeah.
That's 10 points of damage, and you are stuck, invulnerable.
Okay.
So
I'm
your
still
crit range,
conscious.
your crit range is expanded currently.
Wait, how much
versus
damage did you
Marrowmouth.
get done?
10.
I am going to
13.
Bastion
Or
and
10.
take half of that.
Hell yeah.
So you don't.
Alright,
You only
take
take half.
Yay.
Fuck yeah.
Half of that is how much again?
5.
Okay,
And
I
then-
just want to make sure it was actually 10.
Yeah, you're good.
To,
You're
to make
good.
sure I was doing the right amount.
And then Verwin, didn't you have a sigil on Oleander getting hit? If you want to use that.
Yep, I'm
uh,
gonna do it.
Cool.
So it is the. I have to. There we go. Whatever damage Oleander was going to take, you can have it. Have H-A-L.
Even more have, so you take 2
Have it
points of
again.
damage. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Which one would Bastion go first, or would the sigil go first?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because then you could both potentially only take like 2.
True.
That's fine. You can both take 2.
I mean, it's.
I guess the sigil's a reaction, so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I was
that
gonna say,
makes
we can get
sense.
Magic the Gathering about this.
Yeah,
If you want.
where does it? Where? What?
No, that's
where?
fine.
What's the stack look like?
What's the stack looking like?
Jesus.
All right. Well, I'm still don't look good, but I'm still conscious.
You are still stuck invulnerable, so you cannot move, and it
Great.
crits on 18, 19, and 20 against you now.
Well, that was my plan.
That's that.
Was
Joke's
fucking
on him.
moving.
And then it's going to attack Soren as well, because Soren is close to it. And that might have missed him somehow. No, it didn't.
Okay.
Yes, it did. All right.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Did it hit?
Soren.
Did it hit his squishy though?
Fuck yeah. So that would be nice, but no, it missed his IC by 1. So he just kind of steps out of the way of it. And yeah, that's it. What else can it do? I feel like there's more. Should it use its consume or death blow ability?
Oh, absolutely.
Chomp?
Not. No.
No, that's it for it. So Oleander, you're up next. You're between a rock and a hard
Okay.
place.
Yeah, but I can't move. Escalation die is still 3, right? Or did it bump up to 4? I couldn't remember if we hit a new
At
thing
3.
yet. It's at 3. Okay. Well, first, I guess my skeleton things are all gonna go. I'm just gonna have them all converge on the QB thing. They probably missed. The highest is a 17 versus AC.
On the QB thing?
On the QB.
16 AC on the QB thing. So.
Ooh, sweet. So 2 hits, it's just gonna be 10 damage. Nothing fancy.
Okie dokie, 10 points damage. Everything helps.
Yeah. And then Oleander, I can't move or anything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Wave of Decay, which is gonna deal D6 for like each level on the escalation die. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's 2d6 for each point on the escalation die. So that's gonna be 66. And this is the thing that just auto happens at the beginning of each of my turns. So hang on. Oh, I don't have enough d6s. 4. That's gonna be 24 negative energy damage to the cube wrapped around me. I feel like you just sort of see like my shadows wrapping around its weird, creepy, gross tendrils.
Oh yeah. All
It's
right.
like I'm wrapping it back now.
Anything else?
That's all I can do now.
All right. Soren on his turn is going to. You see him whisper under his breath and then shoot a look at the Howler on Oleander. And that is going to be, yeah, that's also 66 damage. So Oleander, you see this Howler and just these skeletons, and you don't know who does it, but all of a sudden the head of the Howler just pops, and it is no longer there. Soren finally learned Vicious Mockery in this system, and it's way better than it is in the other game. So
amazing.
Yeah. And that is his turn. So he does have his little guy still, and that's 4 turns. So escalation die takes to 4, and Fenris, you are up.
All right, I rolled my thing. I do get the extra melee attack this turn, and we're charging the cube. We're gonna run at it. Fenris is like in flames, gives Constance his hand a squeeze, pulls her toward him for a moment and says, "All right, we got this." And then turns and runs towards the cube, and I'm just gonna launch into melee attacks against it. Oh boy. Hold on. I gotta check math here. So, because I'm getting okay, that's a straight up just 16 versus AC. I think I did that right.
That is its AC, yep.
All right, so that is a natural odd hit. Okay. That just determines what die I roll for damage, because they really wanted to make you think playing the druid. they were just 17 points of fire damage.
Okay, I'm just doing math. Go on.
All right, I'm gonna do my second melee attack then.
Okay. Math is really hard.
Math is really hard.
I know. There's a reason I skipped every math class.
24 to hit versus AC.
Yep.
15 points of fire damage.
6. Got it. Yeah, you're just carving away.
Just charges at it and just kind of leaps. It kind of does an almost animal leap towards it and just buries the sword and then comes back up through the ooziness.
As you're trying to yank your sword back, you can just feel it inviting you in, and it's just crawling over your shoulders, but you're able to pull yourself out.
Ew.
It's a good thing I'm on fire, huh?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Gross.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, the Howlers are up next. Sorry, Oleander, but you're right in front of it. And there's a reason mechanically, and they're a hive mind, and they know kind of what they're doing. Yeah, it's gonna pounce on you, and that's a 22 against PD.
Yeah, I'm vulnerable too for whatever.
Yeah, you're good here. That's 11 more damage as it slashes you with its spines along its back.
Yeah, I'm unconscious now.
Ugh.
Okay, so a few fun notes here.
Oh.
If I'm going to just read you the thing. If a target is struck by a marrowmouth, or if a target restrained by a marrowmouth hits 0 AP, they are consumed by one of the many marrowmouths. While consumed by the marrowmouth, you roll 2d20s and take the lower on death saves. So you watch as just Oleander just gets like consumed as it just like moves over top of Fair. So
It's fine.
you basically have disadvantage on death checks. So all right, Constance, you're up.
Can I run and like lay on hands Oleander, like trying to pull her out of the ooze?
No, so she is like inside of the ooze.
Oh.
Like you can't even touch her if you wanted to.
Okay, well, I'm gonna at least attack the Howler.
Okay.
And it is a nat 20 to hit.
Yep.
So that is a total of 40 damage.
Holy. Yeah, it's dead, Constance. Good job.
Oh, if only I had been 2 seconds quicker.
Okay, maybe initiative is important. Who knew? I didn't know. So you run up and you just smack it on the head, and like the one that Soren took care of, it just explodes into marrow and just spreads across the moonlit floor. It's really gross. Anything else?
And there's nothing I can do to save Oleander.
You do not even see her right now.
Great, cool. Yep, that's it.
Need to kill the thing, basically. Verwin, you are
Cool.
up next.
Oh, hey, remember when I said I hadn't been angry before? Hey, you got me, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Fuck you. I'm... You know what? Fine. I'm gonna cast, first off, Sigil of Vengeance on the anti-Jello.
Anti-Jello.
The marked enemy makes an attack against an ally. Okay, question. Would it continuing to absorb Oleander count as an attack against Oleander?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to attack every turn from here on out anyways, so you might as well just use it. It's going to try to eat everything
Excellent.
around it.
Perfect. Excellent. So, when it continues that attack, so essentially, I guess on its next turn, I will teleport to engage it, and I get to make a melee attack against it. And it does do fire damage. And then
Nice.
for my regular magic-y shit, what am I doing? I'll do that. I will do Freezing Strike. Fingers crossed that works. So that's a 10 plus intelligence, which is a 5, plus level, which is 3, so 18 versus
Oh
AC.
yeah, you're still, yep. That hits, yeah.
Okay, good. And so it's a D8. 6 plus intelligence, 11 plus 3d6 cold damage. So it's 11 plus 3d6. 1, 2, 3. 11 plus. Okay. 11 plus 13 is 24 points of damage.
Right.
And the target is stuck. It cannot move.
Alrighty. Alright, so it is stuck in place, and that is Verwin's turn, right?
Yeah, if it wants to move it would have to make a save.
Okay. It is not going to move. I don't know if these things could move. Azara, you are up next.
Is there a point to healing Oleander? Can I even heal Oleander? Because I can't see fair while she's in the jello.
I'm probably just gonna keep popcorning, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Azara make that decision, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna summon my Boats of Starlight. And I will aim one at the parasite still on Soren.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a 6 or a 9. I think it's a 6. Plus, let's see. It's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Great. 5 points of fire star damage.
That actually kills it. It was very low.
Fuck. Okay, and then the other 2 are going at the big jello in the middle.
Okay. So the big jello is the only thing left now.
Yeah. It's a 12 to hit for the first one.
It misses.
God damn it. Okay. I don't know how I missed the gigantic thing in the middle of the room, but
It's more like it bounces off.
the second one is a 26.
That hits anything.
Yes. 7 points of fire damage.
Okay, 7 more. All right.
Do not feel especially useful right now. But that's the end of my turn.
Welcome to the marrow. So it's the marrow mouth's turn. And it is going to continue its onslaught and try to restrain Fenris and Constance now with its multitude of tentacles. Constance, that's a 24 to hit your armor class.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 8 points of damage, and you are you are stuck and vulnerable. Fenris, 19 to hit your armor class.
Yeah.
8 points of damage, and you are stuck and vulnerable.
Sounds good. Happy I wasn't planning on moving.
Yeah,
Hey, that activates my sigil of vengeance.
it does. Go ahead.
Sweet. So I teleport to right in front of it, and then I can make an attack against it. No. That's a 4 plus intelligence, which is a 5, so that's a 9, plus level is a 3, which is a 12.
Yeah, and you still can't ask escalation die. So, yep, that
Yep.
unfortunately misses because you
Cool,
are
cool,
still
cool.
dazed and feared a little bit.
Amazing. Cool. So now I'm just stuck in
So
between
now you're here.
my friends and the anti-jello.
Yeah. Oleander, let's rip a death save.
Yeah, that's
Love the
fun.
way you word that. Let's just rip this death
Let's
save.
just rip one.
And
And I've
for
got
the
to roll
audience-
2 and take the lower, right?
Yep.
For the audience, I'd like to remind everybody that my domain of life is up, which means that Oleander can add, well, all of us actually can add the escalation dice to 1 save made this battle. And we only die if our hit points drop to below our max instead of below half our max. And that everybody in my vicinity, always, regardless of whether the invocation is up or not, gets a +2 to every save they roll.
Okay. I fail with the lower of the 2. Yeah. But I do get a fun, necromancer thing if we need.
Sick. Alright, what the fuck can
2 of my skeletons are also still up, but they probably can't do shit. 2
they're
fall
not
because they
exactly
weren't
good.
technically summons, but 2 remain because the summons only
That's right.
die after the battle. That's a 16 versus AC
That hits.
and a miss, so just 5 from one of my skellies trying their best.
Trying their best, just like me. Alright.
Mood skeletons. Mood.
This thing is still looking pretty healthy.
What? Oh, fucking A.
Okay, Soren's just gonna shoot it because he doesn't know what else
Oh,
to do.
great. Now we're boned.
He's gonna hit Oleander right between the eyes and inside him.
On the one hand, you have
I'll have you know that's a
Fenris.
natural 20. I'll have you know that's a 20.
Hey!
So he was aiming for Oleander, so that's
Ooh.
This way he can make it look like an accident. I see how it is.
yeah, that's 10 more points of damage. And
Watch
he
us
is
taught him
also
well.
going to use
Oh no, I missed.
Anti-Jellos change the course of bullets, man.
he's gonna give Fenris, or no, I guess Constance. He likes Constance more. He's gonna give Constance the chance to disengage from the tentacle. So go ahead
Yes,
and
yes,
roll.
please.
What's the disengage check on this? I don't even know.
I think it's just a regular.
it's
It's
just
just a
an
straight,
F.
yeah,
Just
it's just
up
a
and down.
straight up 9. It's a
I think it's a
9
normal
plus.
save.
9
Okay,
plus.
Yeah, just roll a flat d20.
Roll a d20.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you-
good.
you
You break
succeed.
free. You are not
Yay.
restrained. You're no longer stuck.
Yay, cool.
like I
Escalation
kinda-
die takes to 5, and Fenris, you are
Yay.
up.
All right, I rolled my thing. I'm gonna get the extra melee attack. Whoa, we're so shocked at this escalation. Honestly, I've been shocked. I've been getting it every turn. This fight that's the real shocker. Like when it was
Mhm.
2, and I'm like,
Yeah.
holy crap. All right, so first attack. I could do that too. We'll see. You said this bad boy is looking healthy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh god. Numbers. There's a lot of math going on here. I've got like a lot of pluses. Hold on, I'm bad at math, sorry. 26 to hit.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna roll damage for that one first. And then I will then launch into the second attack as well. 22 points of fire damage.
Right.
And then I'll do my other attack then as Fenris is just like just swinging just furiously, just trying to hack away to get to Oleander in this cube. Nat fucking 20, yo.
Yeah.
Ah, was waiting for that. Jesus. I just have to grab dice. Sorry. Oh, fuck yes. $50 fucking points of
Holy.
fire damage.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So
Now it's
Fenris just
looking
like
hurt.
and just this massive wolf's howl as you swear as he swings his sword, the flames create a red crescent moon as he just slices through this marrow anti-jello.
Yeah, it's looking really fucking hurt now. There's like gaps in it. You can see Oleander inside of it now.
And then just you hear Fenris yell out, "Let my sister go!"
It unintelligibly bubbles back at you. Constance, you're up.
All right. Let's see what happens when I attack the big jello thing. We smite it. It is a 32 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
It
Just barely.
is. I am dealing 34 holy damage.
Holy cow.
It is
God.
holy cow.
Y'all are popping on this thing. All right. It's still up, but it's looking hurt. It's like bubbling at the seams, and it's like barely. Parts of it have like oozed off down into like the drains of this greenhouse.
Ugh. Gross. And that's it, I guess. Wait,
Right.
is anyone looking super hurt besides poor Oleander?
I'm staggered.
Okay, I'm gonna give your hand another squeeze. Have another recovery.
Verwin, you are up.
And I spend
Alright.
it, you don't. And you add 6 to it. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm done now.
DM, I have a request.
Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna honor.
That's fair. It's just why it's a request. Could I cast a 5th level spell if I sacrifice some of my health points to do so?
Interesting. I will say if you permanently sacrifice some of your health points to do so.
Oh.
Done. I'll do it.
No, because I'm going next. Don't go.
Too late. So since it's a 5th level spell, you can knock 5 health points off of your pool and cast away.
Okay.
Forever.
All right.
Forever.
It's fine.
that is-
It's 5 health points. I'll be fine. I'll just roll better when we level up. So I'm going to cast something called Raw Energy. That is natural 18. Plus intelligence 5,
Hits.
23. Plus level, which is a 3, minus 2. Okay, whatever. It hits versus AC.
Hits.
So it's weapon, which is a D8. Let me roll that. A 6. Plus intelligence.
Your weapon at
5,
this
that's
level
11.
deals 3d6. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, you should be rolling
3d6.
three dice for it's whatever level you are is how many dice you roll for damage with your weapon.
Just a crap ton.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. So 3d6 didn't roll very high. So that's 9 plus intelligence, 14 plus 5d10 lightning damage. So that's 12. That's
You're gonna get an extra
7
weapon
plus
dive
whatever.
damage because you're using a lightning spell with your sword from your magic item.
That's right. So that's an extra d8. 7. So that's 12 plus 37. That's 49 plus another d8. 56 points of damage.
All right. Verwin, how would you like to kill the Marrowmouth?
Yeah. It's called raw, and as soon as I saw this, I kind of envisioned how I wanted to do it. Just absolutely fucking loses her cool. Like Verwin has never been angry, but no one she's ever known has ever been in danger like this before. She absolutely loses it, and I don't even know what happens. I think like her eyes go white. I think her hair goes everywhere. I think it's just like very much like she goes Super Saiyan almost, and just absolutely just renders it into nothing. Sends the anti-Jello just into anti-everything.
I love
And
it.
it no longer
So,
exists. And
yeah.
Yeah.
From every single shattered window in this hall, you just see this like beam of white lightning just strike through it at different angles, and it's like piercing it through to the ground like spears, and it's like pinning it in place, and then all at once it just rips, and all of the marrow just like a cloud of water just like pools onto the floor. And Oleander, you are just, well, you don't know, but everyone else sees Oleander just lying unconscious like in the center of this Marrowmouth.
I go sprinting in and slap my last heal on Oleander.
Roll a d20 for me.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Just a
Do
flat
I need to
D20.
wait to roll my
17?
healing?
Okay, no, go ahead, roll your healing.
Thanks, I hate it.
Don't forget your +6.
Okay.
Oh, and that one is with my recovery. You don't spend a recovery on that one.
Oh, sweet. I got 10 HP now.
Oleander, you feel the air return to your lungs as you have a few times now in life, and you just are covered in this like gross like pink ooze, and you do not look very put together for once, and you're just laying there in this big puddle, and it's really disgusting. But above you is Azara looking down at you.
I think when like the air sort of comes rushing back, because breathing also hurts, so it's sort of like a physical like reflex to start breathing again, and then she just sort of like rolls over, like doubled over, like oh, thank you, I feel much better now. Like just like sort of curled up in like a fetal position for a moment, coughing.
Zara just like flutters, panicking, like
It's okay. I forget I shouldn't breathe sometimes when I first wake up again. It's thank you. Are they gone? Like sitting up now. Like,
are you all right?
I think so. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone else, I'm trying to now take stock and like make sure everybody else is still alive.
So
Yeah, I will do the same.
Fenris is like approaches you, Verwin. He's still kind of like coming down from his weird elemental transformation. So he's still like, the fire is kind of subsiding. His horns are curling back from being jagged antlers. That feeling you felt is fury. How are you
Like
doing?
I kind of cough and spit out a little bit of blood. Fine.
He'll put like just an arm on your shoulder. Trust me, if you need anything to help. I have literally spent the last 5 years of my life dedicated to keeping it controlled.
I can keep it controlled. What I worry about. And then I just kind of look over at everyone like, why do you live like this?
Constance just covered in muck from head to toe. Live like what?
Well,
Not a choice.
yeah. Didn't necessarily mean to end up here. A couple of people asked for various favors. We had the orders that we had, some of us, and now we're here.
Yes, that makes sense.
Soren, those are in the tunnels the whole time?
Soren is wide-eyed, thousand-yard staring out the window,
Yeah,
and just like scraping like the pink ooze off of his arm that he dealt with every day for like 3 weeks, 24 hours a day straight.
Soren?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, they're in the tunnels.
And you mean to tell me the Queen's been amassing these creatures for the impending conflict with the Commonwealth?
That's my family's theory. Yes.
They need to be stopped.
Agreed.
I want to know what these things are. I've never seen or read anything like this.
Yeah, do we, like, now that we've seen them in person and there's sort of remains scattered and we see how they work and stuff, can we deduce anything about how they were created?
I'd like to use my monster
they
lore
are?
feat to deduce things about the marrow, please.
Sure. So you all kind of like go up to the big puddle of it.
Ugh.
Fenris, the first thing you notice with your monster lore feat, we'll just say it was kicking that entire combat. These things work together in unison. They strike at the people who are having the toughest time in the fight, and they work together very well. You can absolutely deduce that they are a hive mind of some sort and communicate with each other constantly. And you don't think, even though it was the biggest thing here, that the marrow mind was the one controlling them. It just doesn't seem smart enough to do so.
All right. Anything I can tell about their origins at all?
I will say that they're not. This is nothing that you've ever seen on this planet.
Okay.
Say that.
So very much like. All right. So Fenris is gonna kind of like. When I was observing during the battle, I couldn't help but notice that these creatures work in tandem, like a colony of ants or bees. There's a hive mind that controls them, And that gestures to the giant puddle cube. Was just sort of a taskmaster or overseer, something to spread the pheromone signal between these hives. And I can tell you one thing for certain. It's not native to Everencia.
Chris, does it seem synthetic? Or created somehow?
Make a wisdom check.
Me? I do not think any of my backgrounds will help here. It's only a 13. Well, I said my backgrounds wouldn't help.
Wow.
But would any of my experience at the Order of the Astral Star come in handy here? I mean, like, we weren't involved in Steam Priest or Biomancy or anything like that, but it's all sort of tied together, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I will say that you can pretty easily rule out Biomancy. It's not really their thing. Differences in the craft. You don't know if it's created, but you can at least rule that out.
Well, it's not Biomancy, but that doesn't mean somebody didn't make it.
I don't know if it was made, but I can tell you it's not from this world. Whatever material this flesh is, it's unnatural, yes, but I don't know where it came from.
Extraplanar?
Potentially.
There's no way this is something from my time or anything I would recognize.
Alex, I'll let you answer that. I don't think so, but
You're only 200, so no, you wouldn't know, but I don't know.
Nothing from the Feywild, right? Because that I would know.
not Fey.
I would like to now, okay, I've used my monster lore feat. Now I would like to make my druid knowledge check and see what I know. And I have a good, let's see.
Soren, was anything like this around when you were at the plane with the Forsaken, the ones left behind?
No, that was more demonic and infernal. This is
21. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. What exactly are you trying to figure out about it?
I want to know if I've read about it, like origins, or if there's any legends or anything that I would be aware of. Stuff I would have picked up from druids, some druidic shit.
I will say that there's legends of druids using some sort of ooze as like a symbiote of sorts.
Soren,
But seeing this here, you're like, why the fuck would anyone subject themselves to that?
Soren, in your book, you showed me a scene of a group of adventurers fighting a gelatinous creature, right? What could there be any relationship there, or maybe there's a clue in that, at least to start?
I think that we should rest up before we go into the book. I've learned more about the book in my absence with it, and I have a new understanding with it that I can try to communicate and see if it works. But
Worth a try. And even if you just remember where or when or who was involved with that, could you just ask who was actually there?
so the way the book works is once you've been to a page, you can revisit it, but again, the people don't really interact. Like, it's not like I could go up to the guy and say, hey,
No, but
what's
if they're still alive and we can find out who they were or where it happened, in like now, people, depending on when it was, might still remember.
I'm not against trying it. I'm just nervous to do so. When you speak a page that you want to travel to, it doesn't necessarily always plop you where you want to be. It could plop us right into the creation of these things.
Have we not learned from our recent foray into hacks that perhaps it's better if we don't go around jumping into dimensions unknown?
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying we have already been there. We have seen it. If we can match the people we saw or the location we were with a real place with real people, we can find them now here in this plane and ask them what they remember.
That's fair. Sound logic. I
can try.
Not impossible. Any sort of details, terrain, fashion people would help us place Fen where it might have been, things like that.
It was a town, a winter, I believe, a group of adventurers.
Soren,
I know where it is.
I can't help but think back when we were obsessing over age before. How old is Queen Skyheart?
It's been alive my whole life.
How long has she been ruling Maywood?
My father's whole life. He's close to 60.
Is she a half-elf like yourself?
I don't know. I think people think she's human, but she's clearly not.
It's an unnatural lifetime for a human.
I mean, you saw her. She doesn't have but a wrinkle on her face.
Strange.
I think that I don't know why we shouldn't waste any time trying to deduce the hive mind. It's obviously her. She's behind it.
Well, she may be responsible for them being extant in the world. It doesn't mean she's controlling them.
Right, but it's not a coincidence that we ran away from a place where she was, and then we get lurched at by Marrow 5 hours later.
And based off of what he was saying, if that's true and you're being honest with us, she's been amassing these creatures as weapons, so it would stand to reasons that she is controlling them.
I don't know, they didn't seem that bright.
A singular ant doesn't ever come across as intelligent, but when you watch a whole colony work, they can cross bodies of water.
Well, yes, but that's not because they have one single mastermind pulling every string. It's because they create a neural web to coordinate with each other. I'm saying I don't think there is one genius, one higher intelligence at the center pulling strings like a spider.
If you have the queen of the ant colony, you control the colony effectively, right?
Yes, but I'm saying that if a mortal person, a sentient person of average or above average intelligence, was pulling the strings, there would have been a clearer strategy here, rather than a variety of relatively simple minds all working together to navigate a situation. You see what I mean?
I think they fought quite intelligently. They targeted the weakest members of our group and the ones who were most susceptible to attack.
Intelligently, yes, but still basically. Still relatively instinctually.
Well,
I wonder if...
Go
ahead, Fenris.
Fenris just kind of starts walking away like, I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Yeah, we need to end, but as you were all like just kind of wondering, Soren just kind of says, I don't care who is behind. I don't care the workings of it. I'm going to kill the queen, and I need you all to know that. And that's where we can end tonight.
Kill the queen!
Kill the queen!
God, kill the queen!
So
that was a session, y'all.
That was a lot.
We had fun here.
More poetry after this.
Yes.
Thank you all for
More
joining us.
wine,
Thank you,
probably.
players, for dealing with the body horror of the Marrow, and maybe it'll stop.
I don't think so,
Are
though.
we kidding?
No. So, we're going to skip plugging, as is tradition, because we are the best actual play TTRPG show voted by
our viewers.
us,
Voted
by our
most
viewers
watched.
and us, most watched,
But check
most
out our new wiki.
subscribes. Yep, best
Check out
wiki,
the-
best wiki. and just overall best quality TTRPG actual play. So thanks for joining us. And
Asterisk as voted by players.
we're just honored to have been voted this. So thank you all. And we
We're
will
honored
be,
to have been nominated by
we'll
us.
be expecting our trophy in the mail from someone. So
I would
From
like to
us
thank
also.
my cats.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, take
out
us to
here.
Shrimps or whoever.
Yeah, get us
Alright.
out of here.
All right.
All right.
Make it stop.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Help if I hit the.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this